not a one-shot, but like a really short campaign where all of our characters are randomly generated.
Oh god.
Like for
Randomly
race, for
generated.
class,
Oh
just
lord.
random.
I feel like that would just result in one or two people having super powerful characters and one or two people having absolutely fucking awful characters.
That is how randomness works, but
Yeah.
if it's short, I think it could be funny.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, you're streaming.
Yeah. Alright, we good.
Frog.
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 Frog?
Frog.
Cog. Wieners.
Alrighty. So, well, hold on. First of all, obviously, most important thing for today. There we go. Alright. So, where we left off last session, I cannot play copyrighted music because Twitch bad. That is extremely loud. Where we left off last session, you had made it to Malaparvi. However, the entire city was under siege by some sort of glimpse, of which you've seen something similar to before back at the Greyville HQ. You fought it, or you fought the skin kites and managed to get your way through to a beholder that you battled, and upon defeating the beholder, the portal closed, and the town was saved. You met up with Ulug, the leader of the rebellion, who spoke with you, basically saying, hey, you know, I want to make a democracy, but I kind of can't because it's not that easy. And Lionel, you struck a deal with him, basically saying that you are able to use your royal power to try to create a democracy. So where we will resume is you are all on your way back towards Kilma. Ulug will take a little bit longer than you will because you took the Worcestershire, which I believe we forgot to move.
We have vote.
I mean, no, we were going back to Kilma from Malaparvi. You forgot to move the party tracker.
Yeah. Why is the boat flipping every which way?
Waves.
Parkour.
Parkour.
Parkour. Flip boat over the dock, crashing in about 5 seaside homes.
Fuck. I love this tracker, but it's so hard to place it when there's other geometry. Anyway,
Yeah, I could probably make it like a custom collider that's just like a small circle around the X.
that actually might be nice too.
I'll do it later, maybe. If
Of
I
course.
remember.
Yeah, no worries. It still works fantastically.
Fine, you just sometimes need to... Cat!
Get in here.
She's in a hurry.
Michael, she's looking at your cursor.
Oh,
Hang on.
Oh yeah, she was chasing, I was streaming Crash Bandicoot last night and she was
Thanks.
chasing him. Grant, go away, I'm playing with her.
Alright, fine, fuck you. God damn it, we just got started.
Yeah, but I'm able to play with a cat from 200 miles away, so I'm going to.
She is watching intently. No, she's watching slightly less intently.
I heard shotgun. Oh god, the shotgun dice get the fuck out of me. God, I'm like brain bad today.
Does she like the die?
I don't like to die. Unless it's Dark Souls, in which case I like to
can see
die.
your head moving in circles to follow my mouse.
She's really dumb, you guys.
Alright, well, as you enjoy the dumb,
Hey.
I'll say you have arrived back at Kilma, because the trip back was rather uneventful. I mean, it's very, very populated waters. It's not like you're going to get attacked by a pirate or anything.
No shrouded ghost?
No shrouded ghost, unfortunately. Well, actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me roll for it.
No. Yeah, roll D 100,000. And
I was gonna roll 3 d20s, and if you got a 20 all 3 times, you could have gotten a shrouded ghost.
You're baby shaped.
But you did not.
You're baby shaped.
So, let's see here. So you arrive back in Kilma. There's this Sabbath right there. You arrive back in Kilma.
Yeah.
The town is still in some amount of chaos. It's not in sheer chaos, but there are still like small riots here and there. You still see a few plumes of smoke where there shouldn't be plumes of smoke. Maybe somebody who supports the royal family very strong has gotten their house burnt down or something along those lines.
Oof.
But nonetheless, you are back in Kilma. The castle is largely intact. It looks like some parts of the wall might have collapsed ever so slightly from people just like fucking bashing it or whatever. But it's mostly intact.
It's fine. I'll buff out those scratches.
You should play with your fucking cursor again, Michael. Guinevere, go.
God damn this cat.
Up. Yep.
Ding a ding a darg a
Dumbass.
Dumb
He's
of
so
ass.
fucking stupid. Jackie, your monitors are disposable at this point. You know this, right?
Yeah.
I'm so worried at some point she's just gonna scratch the shit out of your screen and permanently destroy it.
No, it's an inevitability.
Yeah.
Guinevere, you are very stupid.
But this cat is so dumb.
Here, I'll go ahead and stream and show like exactly what's on my screen so you guys can coordinate a little better.
God, we should play the game. Actually,
we should play the game. That'd be nice.
Yeah, I guess.
I hit the set by Anvil. Again, as per usual.
Be right back. I'm gonna go turn the temperature up a little bit because I forgot to.
We are all very stupid. Miss Guinevere, you're doing Guinevere things. She watched to sell. Hello. Here, I'm just gonna leave that and stop holding it. I'm too lazy.
in awe at the stupidity of this lass.
Michael, I'm glad you're having fun.
Y'all having fun?
She's so stupid.
She's really stupid.
Okay, she's looking elsewhere now.
Okay.
She was actually looking at you doing that, but on the stream of that tabletop sim
Incredible.
screen. Alright, I'm gonna stop.
She's so goddamn retarded.
Speaking of goddamn retarded,
You.
Him!
What?
I'm a Snapple.
Cat.
Yeah.
All right. So anyway, you're back in Kilma. Do I have a map of Kilma? I'm sure I do somewhere. Moontown, Kilma. Here we go. Anything on the map? Nope.
Nope.
Cool. Suck.
Slurp.
Boop. I always forget that
Look
my
at
fucking.
object.
Okay. Is there anything on the fucking map?
No.
What is broken?
Everything. I don't know, fix it.
What the hell?
There we go.
You did it! You fixed it!
Oh, what if I just do this? There we go.
Seems to work. Cheese water.
Cheese water.
I suppose the rest of it doesn't matter because all that was left in Kilma was Purple Man in a hot tub and Cardnox holding cheese. But I'll throw
But those
the
are so
tracker in there.
important. Oh.
Well,
I feel like that's foreshadowing.
God, I forgot fucking cheese water.
oh no.
Jeez.
Dude, I have this
Oh.
fancy mozzarella
Oh,
that are like these little
yes.
pearls of mozzarella, and it comes in like whey.
Cheese water.
So every time I open it, I splash a little bit out on me, and I laugh every fucking time because it is literally cheese water,
really?
and I am just unbelievably immature.
Okay,
My
I
God.
know. I just realized this is white bowl. I thought it said white boy.
White boy.
Excuse me, can you give me directions to White Boy? Yeah, it's north of Cheesewater.
Ugh. All right, so you are back in town. You pull the boat up in the harbor. What shall you do? Uluk has not arrived yet.
I told you I'm going to spend the multiple days waiting for him, doing all the research that I already
Okay,
did.
right.
Mhm.
So
And I'm going
anyone
to
else would like to do
assist
something?
as best
Okay.
I can.
Did you
Mostly
already
just
share
help.
with the class, or
He
is
did
that
bring
just
Woder.
I shared
Yeah,
with
he
the
did.
class.
okay?
Yeah, class.
No ideas were given, so we're all still.
I don't know how to
blind.
stop this. Is you.
I got nothing, man.
I
I
got
don't know
nothing.
what's going on.
And Sydney's not here. Not
Honestly,
like she'd
man,
want you
it
to
made
help.
me so happy because you're like, I hate to ask all this of you, and I'm like, yes, let me give you my world building.
Yes.
A lot of it I didn't even have prepped, but it's just like I have a general understanding of how I want Kilma to be. So it's like, yeah, the relationship with the gnomes. I came up with the whole like trading prisoners things on the spot, but it makes total
Oh, you're
sense,
a
and I love it.
bastard. You're a bastard.
I think it makes
That's
total
the
sense. I
hard
think it's
part.
cool as shit.
That's the hard part.
Yeah, but we're just basically just gonna be moral support, like while he's doing all that research. Just generally,
You can do it.
I was like helping out, bringing water, basically just being the intern that gets coffee.
Does Lionel drink coffee?
I don't know.
Lionel. I think Lionel is more of a tea person.
Pepsi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go to the moon dimension and bring him Pepsi.
Okay.
Like the rabbit or the drink.
Yes.
I will
So
drink the
actually,
rabbit.
when you do go to the moon dimension, other than the lots of people that are taking refuge there right now, Melvin actually actively seeks you out, and it seems like he's been kind of looking around
no.
for any of the party members. And once he sees you go back to the moon dimension to get Pepsi, he just sort of runs after you. Where's wait up!
Oh, yeah. Hi. What's up?
And he says, "Okay, look, I'm not crazy. This isn't a stupid potion, probably.
Okay.
Weird problem."
Yeah. What's up?
Uh-oh.
He says,
You don't get.
"For some reason, I have a very vivid memory of..." Look at those eyes. For some reason, I have a very vivid memory of a city I've never been to.
That's weird. Yeah.
Well,
What
the
city?
memory was of the city being attacked by, like, flying bird creatures and a beholder.
Oh. Yeah, that happened actually.
It-
The
City.
other day.
It
What
did?
city?
Yeah. Yeah, we were actually there just in time to stop it.
And he says, they were these... They look like hawks. These big bird things. They came out of the ground. And he says, and the beholder just appeared out of nowhere, like he teleported in.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And he says, "Well,
When did you start remembering that, I guess?
only a few days ago, I think."
Well, that's when it happened.
He would. I don't have an approximation of time, but he would probably say he started remembering it about a day before the event actually happened.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's really weird.
He says, I remember you telling me about the whole glimpse portal thing with the Grey Veil. I don't remember a portal. I don't remember them being glimpses. They looked real. You know, they weren't transparent. They weren't green. They were real. They were normal. It didn't seem like they came out of a portal. It seemed like they buried themselves out of the ground, like they were undead. It seemed like the beholders just teleported in.
Do you know where this was? If it was
Well,
the same place that we were in,
I've never been there before, but it seemed like a city full of humans. Probably in Porvy. And the way he would describe the city, you'd be pretty confident it'd be Malaparby.
Dumb cat.
I don't really know what's going on, so I guess I probably have to ask everyone else. Mostly Yalbrig. I think if anyone's gonna know, it'd be him. But
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know why I was so worried about it. I feel evil, wrong.
Yeah,
like, ugh.
That's probably really, really, really bad, actually. I think if there's anything that I've learned in the past couple months, it's that anything really weird and unexplained related to a lot of the stuff that we've been doing lately is probably a really, really, really bad sign. Thanks for sharing that. We should probably get that figured out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go make a potion to forget about it.
Potion to forget. Potion to forget about it.
Maybe don't. We might want that information if it's not too bad.
Well, I'll make the potion, but I won't drink it.
Okay, that sounds good.
But
I have to run back to everyone else anyway, so so after I grab the stuff I need, I can tell them about it. Then you
Okay.
can go over and we can talk.
Okay. I'm gonna go get a Pepsi.
Oh, that's actually where I'm going. Come on.
He kind of just like grabs your like pant leg and then follows you along.
God damn it, I don't have any Pepsi and now we're doing this.
This campaign is not sponsored by Pepsi.
But
Should add
Pepsi,
Pepsi
if
to
you're
the bingo
watching
board.
the stream and you want to
Yeah.
sponsor us,
Hit
you
us
know,
up.
yeah. Or any other companies that want to squeeze themselves into this campaign, we can work something out.
Yeah.
Gnome Depot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something Dwarven Forge, right?
Oh yeah.
Gamers.
G Fuel.
There are a few things that will stick across all my campaigns, and Gnome Depot is almost certainly going to be one of them.
I'm so glad. Gnome Depot,
Mr. Russia, obviously.
Anything else?
Oh, we should put him on the council if we see him.
I considered putting Thormac in this campaign, but I decided against it.
Or did you just not have or did it just not happen? Because he was a side quest.
It was more that I didn't want to force insert him, and I don't know.
Yeah,
It didn't feel right.
Understandable.
If I did force insert him, it would be more like you get attacked by a pirate. You hear him shouting, "I be Thormac the Grey."
We're literally in a ship on the ocean. You had a great opportunity.
I know. I just didn't want to I don't know.
I fully understand.
It didn't feel right.
And honestly agree with that.
Yeah, it felt like if I put it in, then everyone would just be like, "Oh, god damn it," and it would kind of ruin the moment. Anyway, so you are at the castle. You have spent a few days researching slavery. You have done the things that you need to do. There is
definitely gonna catch the gang up on whatever the fuck Melvin's talking
Oh
about.
yeah. So while you are researching slavery, you come back and I guess update the party on what I just told y'all.
Yeah. Move it, love.
That's a nice butt.
Good baby. Yeah, but I'll just round everyone up and just basically, I'll just repeat all of that. Be like, hey, everything's bad.
Huh. Did you try throwing him in the holy water river?
I did not try that. We should try that.
You should try that.
Okay, I'm gonna go try that. I am immediately going to go to the moon dimension and find Melvin.
Melvin is casually sipping a Pepsi on the like the little deck next to the holy water
Yeah.
river.
Hey, Melvin. So Lionel had a great idea. He said we should throw you in the holy water river and see if that works.
Please don't.
Oh, why not?
Well, these are the only dry clothes I have.
Melvin wears clothes.
I kind of burnt the rest of them up. I was testing a potion of light clothes on fire.
Did it work?
I see. Okay. How about if I promise to dry you off after?
Fine, but you have to dry the mustache off too.
Okay, I can. I will.
Yeet that gnome.
I am going to dunk the gnome in the river.
Just fucking baptize him.
Maybe swirl him around a little bit. Pull him back up.
That's cold.
Does it feel any better? Less evil and stuff?
He just sort of sits for a second and goes, "You know, I do feel less evil. I still remember it, but it feels less evil. It feels less like I had my mind controlled and more like I just have a bad memory."
Oh, well, that's good.
Thanks.
Something. I'm gonna use prestidigitation. I guess dry off the fucking
Okay.
now.
Perfect.
Michael, that's a good gif.
You dry his mustache off too.
Yes.
Okay.
Your Presti. I don't know.
Yeah,
I forget
whatever.
the exact range of Presti, but I'll just cast as many times as I need.
Okay.
I forget if it's 3 feet or
I think it's 5 feet.
or 1 feet. I don't know.
Anyway.
Feet? What
Oh
feet?
yeah.
Alright.
Oh, it's 1 feet, so I can do it a couple times. It's MBD.
Lionel, do you or Cardi want to do anything about Melvin's scary memory?
I'm busy looking up slavery and hating myself.
I'm
At
not
the very
sure what.
least, I'll update everyone on the gnome donkeys
Okay.
situation.
I don't give you anything to do because like
I swap back out and I'm like, well, that kind of worked. A little.
What were you saying, Alex?
I can't really think of anything honestly.
Okay.
That would be for now. Right now, I can't really think of a way to make him better.
Okay. Fair enough. So you guys do stuff. And I have a headache. Sabbath! Why are you laying on Gracie's shoes? He likes her shoes for some reason.
Queen of Fear. That's Michael. Don't kill him.
Do we know... Hang on.
Oh, that's
Are we
my water.
buddies with any leaders of anything else?
You were
kinda
buddies
know-
with the undead force in
Kind of
Madalaria
knows.
and kind of the gnomes.
Yeah, the gnomes aren't gonna be much.
Well, and I guess the
help
dwarves. Lasora has clout with the dwarves.
here. Oh yeah.
True. And we did
Well-
actually, talk with our folks about that the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Sending military would be rough, but if you just want like political support, that'd be another thing entirely.
Yeah, they could
Also
definitely
want
send like an
advice.
ambassador or something.
I also would like advice. It's like, hey, let's say there was a kingdom that operated off of slavery for hundreds of years, and you wanted to stop that without collapsing everything and killing thousands of people. But I don't know if dwarves have much experience with slavery.
Well, dwarves are they're run by a family of power. It's not necessarily like a royal family. It's more of just like here is a family that is kind of in charge of everybody. And the gnomes are a monarchy. There is a gnome emperor.
Number.
So all monarchies are slave bastards. Got it.
Well, the gnomes are not necessarily slave bastards because the gnomes don't have slaves. They just sell their prisoners to be slaves.
Yeah. So same thing.
Yeah.
Fuck.
And
I
the
have no
dwarves
idea
don't
what
really have slaves, but they're just. I mean, the dwarves might be able to help because they did have to make laws and all that kind of stuff. I mean, even with the help of a monarchy, it would be better than no help at all, probably.
Say the gnomes or the dwarves might be willing to help.
Probably both, but just the gnomes are a monarchy. The dwarves, they're not necessarily a democracy. They're still kind of a monarchy, but they're less like totalitarian, I suppose. So it's more like they have a royal family. It's not even necessarily royal. It's just like a family in power, and that family is heavily influenced by those around them. So like other powerful families, so like Lasora's family is not the family in power, but she has a powerful family. So her family would have a lot of influence on the leaders.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of a democracy. It's kind of more of just like, hey, here are these, different families, and we are the biggest and most powerful family, so we make the rules.
Yeah, so they have a council of families.
Pretty much, yeah.
That kind of make the decisions.
Yeah. So kind of a democracy, but that the family in power still gets final say.
Fuck. I'm just looking at all the shit you've sent me. Again.
So Lionel, as you are at the final day before Yulug arrives, you hear a loud pounding on the castle door.
Is it one person or is it an angry mob?
It sounds like one person, except one very strong person. Because they're hitting that door fucking hard.
Cardnox, can you intimidatingly answer the door, please?
If I must. Good lord, here we go.
Do you answer with tentacles or with human?
Or with some other third thing?
Well, I feel like answering to people in the middle of the city might cause
Yeah.
concern. I don't. I'll just try to make myself look as intimidating as possible without revealing what the fuck I actually am.
Okay. You answer the door, and standing before you is a man that is. Sorry, 1 second. A human who is like probably a solid foot taller than you.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Maybe not that tall, but he's considerably taller than you, and he's built like a fucking truck. But you recognize him.
Is it Daniel?
It's Daniel.
Oh, it's
Hey.
okay.
It's the guy who got you out of being fucking slaughtered by the Greyveil that one time.
Okay. Damn, Daniel.
I
and he
recall
sees you-
describing him as being built like a house or something. No, built like a planet. That's what you said.
Built like a planet.
You said that. That's in the other quotes channel somewhere.
Fucking chomp.
This dude is like 7 feet tall and he is built like a planet. Quote.
Planet fucking Jupiter.
Incredible. Well, yeah, he does not recognize you, presumably, because you change your disguises up. So he just says, "Hey,
Or
is,
because we haven't met him in this timeline. Or no, we did. It was
Yeah, you
only
have.
in this
Yeah, it
timeline,
was
brain.
Italian.
he just, I'm sure you change your disguises up, so I'm sure he wouldn't recognize you. But he'd just be
Yeah,
like, "Hey, I'm searching for Lionel.
Oh,
Tell him it's Daniel. He'll know who I am."
I'll see what I can do. I'm just gonna turn around and shout to the back room. It's Daniel.
It is. Oh, let him in.
Come right on in then.
Oh, that was easier than expected. All right. He walks in and he like just single-handedly grabs the lock on the door and just and he makes his way back towards wherever the hell you are. And he goes, "Lionel, what's up?"
Hello. How are
I'm
you?
getting crushed.
What brings you here?
He says, "Well, I'll be honest. I didn't really expect you to, talk to everybody and, do what you did. So I wanted to come here to support you."
Sorry, I'm looking at that cat.
Oh, you are dumb.
Well, I appreciate it.
He says, "Well, and I imagine you might be in a wee bit of danger. There are a couple hundred angry mobs out in the city."
Yeah. A lot of people kind of want to kill me, or at least my family.
And he says, well, look, man, I'll get to the point. I want to help with everything, but I want to help. And he says, I assume with what you said, you're working on building a new government, right?
Yes, and I've been doing research on how slavery works, the inner workings of slavery here in Porvy and Kilma. Uh, fuck.
He just sort of smiles and says, well, ever since the Greyville largely disbanded here, I had to find something else to do with my life. The guard didn't want me, so I studied the law, and I studied, well, our government. He says, I've been actually trying to train myself to become a lawyer or something along those lines. You know, make good money, make an impact in the world. Kind of like you, actually, or at least kind of like what you're doing now. So, well, I wanted to come offer what small expertise I had.
That would be very, very appreciated. Thank you.
And he says, Are you going to be our new leader?
No. Democracy.
Well, democracy still needs a leader.
We'll have a whole council of people who have the final say in the decisions, but not just one person, multiple people with different races, backgrounds, ages. Get a wide view on things before final votes take place.
He just sort of nods his head and says, well, then, with all due respect, I would love to request that I be put on that council.
Sure. Say no more.
And he gets
You're
a big
someone
old
I trust.
he gets a big old smile on his face and he goes, man, I love you. And gives you a big old smack on your back, which hurts a little bit more than you expected it to.
It's fine. It's like snaps in half.
Yeah. He hits you. It's just like
1d4 damage.
he like slaps you on your back and fucking echoes throughout the castle.
Damn.
Christ.
Damn, Daniel.
And he says, well, what can I do? What are we waiting on? What needs to be done?
Well, we're waiting on the leader of the rebellion. Please remind me one more time what the dude's name of the
Yulug.
so I can write it down.
Yulug.
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 Okay.
You're looking good.
Okay. So, well, I'd appreciate some, well, yeah, we're waiting on the leader of the rebellion, Yulug. We arrived by boat, so we arrived a few days before him. He should be arriving tomorrow, probably, if nothing held him up. But until then, I've been doing research on the slavery, like I've been saying. Love some advice on that, and then I'll just kind of spend a bit up telling him everything you told me,
Okay.
and just explain how fucked we are.
And he sort of thinks about it for a second and goes, well, we don't have to entirely get rid of slaves, at least not immediately.
Yes, I don't want to completely abolish it. I want to slowly abolish the practice over the course of, I don't know how long would be as short of a time as possible, but not immediately.
He says, well, with us purchasing slaves from the gnomes, the way I see it, that is a symbiotic relationship. Well, we help the gnomes help us. Could always just pay them. He just sort of chuckles and says, a slave isn't a slave if they get paid, so even if they get paid a minuscule wage, we could always pay them, set them free after 5 years, and we'll still have plenty of slaves.
Yes, we obviously slowly, start paying the slaves, give them food, an actual nice place to sleep. It's just slowly build up.
And he says,
So
I have no doubt that citizens would be willing to pay more in taxes for, no slaves suffering and a better infrastructure in which they could live.
Did we grow up in the same Kilma? People willing to pay taxes.
Well, people might not be
Funny.
willing, but if they don't have an option, then that sucks. They don't like it, they can move.
Or riot again.
Well, yeah, or that. Well, the trick is to just, you make the taxes seem like they're worth it. Like, they might pay a little more in taxes, but then, take all the bodies out of the streets and make it so you don't get mugged if you go into the wrong side of town.
Ah, the bare minimum.
Perhaps invest a little money into Darkridge, so those who go into Darkridge aren't,
Guinevere, move.
feeling like they're living in a landfill. Things like
Yes.
that.
Speaking of Darkridge, where is trying to form sentences in my head. What's it's nice to see you again. What's Rain and Summer up to? Is he still in Porvy?
He says, last I've heard, no, he moved south.
Well, it's unfortunate. He would have been another good candidate for the council, someone who grew up in the outskirts of town.
And I do not have the world map ahead on top or visible to me, but he would have moved to whatever city is south of here.
I will look at what city is south. That would be fucking like still in Porvy?
Yeah.
Ain't shit. There's stuff to the west. Or to
Then the
east,
west.
excuse me.
I forgot that there's nothing south of Kilma.
At least those cities marked on the map south. So we could have moved to a small village or something. Regardless, he's not here. So
Well, he's not in Kilma. You could definitely hunt him down.
Nah. More important things.
Also, I believe Rain and Summer was a girl.
Yeah, shit. Sorry, brain.
Haha! I didn't fuck up the backstory for once.
I knew it was a girl. My brain just fucking doesn't work.
I just started saying he because you said he. Fuck you. Anyway, but no, she would have moved to probably one of the villages to the west or to the east or to the direction that isn't north or south.
Kitty.
Kitty baby.
She is so good.
She is.
He's just chilling.
She is just vibing.
I love her.
Oh my god, this is why I don't. This is why I make my models big and then I scale them down for tabletop sim, because working at this size is miserable.
Oh god.
Actually, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna fucking do. I'm just gonna make a copy that exists just to be a size reference, and then I'm gonna actually scale it up and work on it properly.
That works. Well, anyway, Daniel says, well, I suppose without any further ado, I will see if I can learn a little more about, well, everything. I'm sure you have the castle library I can search through.
Guinevere.
Yeah, so help yourself to anything.
And he just sort of nods and says, I appreciate you trusting me.
Move, Guinevere.
Cat.
Ugh, cat.
All right, fellas, we got a lawyer.
Alright.
Alright, I will be right back for just a minute. I gotta go pee.
Yeah.
Hi, Floppy. What are you doing? You head now, beautiful?
This is why my professors stress the importance of edge flow, because if you just leave things looking, like that. You get stuff that looks like that. So all the polygon lines got to connect in a way that looks good. Oh, and it's doing it over here too. Why's it gotta do it over here too? Come on. So how are you guys?
Better than Alex, apparently.
Yeah, I'm not here.
And Grant.
What about Grant?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Penis?
Nah, I'd rather not.
Penis. Alright, real quick before we start again, I need a group decision. Should I go get a bunch of chocolate and stuff my face?
Yes.
She gives me a bunch of chocolate and stuff.
Fuck you, I already gave you a bunch of chocolate.
Yeah, and UPS fucking melted it with a goddamn blowtorch. Fuck all of you for making me hungry at various times.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right, I got a package. So, I'll fast forward a bit to the next day when Yulug arrives. And this time there is a significantly less strong sounding pound on the door as he arrives. And
And I have Daniel answer the door because he's fucking huge.
Damn, Daniel.
Sure, so he'll yeah, he'll drop what he's doing, he'll go to the door, he'll open it, and he's fucking like 5 feet taller than Yulug.
God.
He's probably twice Yulug's height, because Yulug's a gnome.
Oh, right, yeah.
And with his fucking mohawk and his punk ass like black spiked armor and stuff like that. And Yulug just says, "Sup?" And he just walks between Daniel's legs and walks inside. And he kind of makes his way towards the throne, and he sits down right in front of the throne. He just sets a bunch of like books and materials and stuff like that on the seat of the throne.
Oh boy, more reading.
And I assume you go to meet him.
Yeah, of
Okay.
course.
And he just turns and goes, "Hey,
Hello.
well, we doing this or what?"
I suppose. Oh boy, what are those books?
He says, "Just material. Ideas, things, whatever we can do."
Okay. Well, I'm willing to hear whatever you have to say.
The top one says "Democracy for Dummies."
Oh, perfect. Worse.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Well, I've been doing research, so I understand a lot of the inner workings of Kilma and Porvi now. They're not good.
Of course not.
I would go so far as to say they're bad.
He says, "The entire city's on fire."
Yeah. Is the entire city on fire?
Not the entire city, but there are more fires in the city than there should be.
Ah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
happy. Sorry, I'm stuffing my face with chocolate as requested.
Fuck you. Okay. Well, do you have anything to say?
He says, well, here's what we need to do. If you go to the people right now, nobody's going to give a shit. We have nothing built, nothing planned, nothing. So, if we can figure out what we need to do first, figure out at least a few people to be on the council, and, well, get a plan, then we go to the people, and instead of asking for their permission, we tell them what we've done.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
And as long as what we've done is mostly fitting with what they want, we should be okay. Plus, they'll probably listen to me. I guess, their leader, so... Hopefully, we'll get at least a large-scale acceptance. Obviously, some people are going to push back. Obviously, we're still going to have some riots, and some people are still going to die, and that's inevitable. But we'll do the best we can.
The Royal Guard is currently not here, but I will definitely bring them back for our announcement whenever we make it.
Sorry, chocolate. And he says, right, well, here's what I'm thinking. You and I spoke before about a council.
Yeah.
If we get 2 people from each city, maybe 3 from Kilma, that seems like a fair council to me. We can do a man and a woman. We can just do 2 elected people. Whatever we want. The important thing is we get variety. Can't be all humans, can't be all elves, can't be all gnomes,
Yes.
can't be all men. So have to have some difference, and we have to have some difference in past, too. We need some that were slaves, we need some that were rich, we need some that were poor, some that have never seen more than 5 gold pieces in their whole life, and some that have never seen less than 5 gold pieces in their whole life.
Okay. That's pretty much exactly what I was thinking.
Well, what I don't know is how to set that up, how to make a vetting process. I mean, do we just say that, do we make a requirement and say from this city we need a rich person and a slave? Or do we say they have to be wildly different?
We could ask each city to gather up a group of, I don't know, a dozen or so people who they think would be a good fit, and we pick whichever one fits our diversity quotas. What? How else would you like me to describe it?
Good point.
He says, I suppose that could work. They elect 12 people, and then we hand select 2.
Yes, exactly. 12, 20, some number of people have a good selection.
You just sort of nods and says, that might work.
And try to tell them to have a variety of pick. Variety all around.
And he just sort of nods and says, very well, very well. And he writes that down. Second.
And if I may suggest one person, my friend Daniel, the huge dude who answered the door,
Daniel just goes, yo.
he has interest in being on the council, and he's got a quite diverse past, and right now is looking to be a lawyer, so he can help a lot here.
Well,
Buffer Sawyer.
He did mercenary work. He wants to be a lawyer now. He grew up as a woodworker with his dad.
well, you have quite the resume. Welcome aboard. And Daniel just goes, yes.
I love Daniel.
Love Daniel.
He's great.
He's such a good dude.
Fucking huge.
And he says, well, I think we should do our voting more or less in secret. At least for the first time. Not
Council?
yes, not fully in secret, I should say, but enough where the general public isn't alerted as to what we're doing. I don't want to cause chaos, I don't want to cause trouble, and I don't want everybody to suddenly think that, well, we're, we're trying to pick people out. Like I said, Like I said, I think we need to just surprise everybody and just say, hey, this is what we're doing. Here's our council. We're done.
People at my house.
Unfortunate. But what say you? Should we make the public involved in the voting?
I think if you think you can keep the public from burning the whole city to the ground while we work on all this in secret, then absolutely we can do this in secret.
Or perhaps we can invent the rest of the government in secret, but then elect the council publicly.
Yes.
Very well. And Daniel says, "Yeah, I like that idea better too. That at the very least, let people have some say in it." And Uluk says, "Yeah, and it would also give them a chance to, I guess, get their feet wet and understand how the system will work." So he says, "Okay, so that's our council. Now, how is the council going to work? Now, do we just invent laws and talk about them and eventually make a decision? Are we going to allow citizens to present laws to us? Or how are we going to come up with laws that need to be made?"
I was thinking I'm thinking for laws it would mostly be that would mostly be within the council, unless it is a law that would very largely affect the people, in which case we could have them vote on it, and then it would. But even when the people vote on something, I think it should still go to the council, because a lot of the council might have more experience. The people should have a say in things that largely affect them, but the council should still have the final say, I think. But obviously take the votes into account to see what the people want.
He just sort of nods and says, "Well, that does make sense."
And then for laws that don't really affect the whole population, then we can just kind of rely on the council for that and make a change later if needed. God, I'm talking too much.
He says,
okay.
"Very well. Perhaps we could do a public vote first for more important laws, and then the council can vote on it afterwards. Should it pass the public?"
Mm-hmm.
Right? And scribbles it down and says, "Well, now the most important thing we have to figure out. What the hell are our base laws?" And he just sort of notions to everybody, to Weirs, Cardi, Lionel, Daniel, and goes, anybody, please. We have to come up with some base laws. Obviously, like, don't murder, but...
Damn, that was my idea.
Yeah, that was my suggestion too, honestly.
Surprisingly, it wasn't mine.
But we need more than that. We need something before we are able to have a council that creates laws. We need to have a core structure of laws, constitution, that can hold us together.
Well, Porvi, I mean, it's already a kingdom, so like it has laws. We can just sort of look at what's already there, remove if anything needs removing, change what needs to be changed, and then we can start adding stuff we feel is missing.
Very well. So
instead of starting completely from scratch, that just sounds like hell.
So you say keep the laws of the land. Well, perhaps we can keep all the laws of the land and then put more contested laws up to a vote with the council.
Sure.
He just sort of shrugs and goes,
I don't know, Daniel, what's your thought, Mr. Lawyer?
Daniel says, well, part of me thinks that it wouldn't be a terrible idea to start anew, give everybody a fresh start, though at the same time, like you say, starting anew would be hell for us, and having to think of every single law, and then people inevitably finding holes in the law and, committing murders or heists or whatever with no legal consequences obviously would be a large problem. So I believe I'm with you. How about we keep our current laws, change a few things up, and then add what we need.
We'll just go through all of the laws, and we can all go through all the laws, the council can, and they can all just go through them, see which ones they want to keep, which ones they think need changing, or which ones just need completely removed, and then we can go from there, based on what everyone thinks of each law.
Very well. Uluk scribbles that down too.
Because I know this whole kingdom is all about tradition. Get rid of all of that. So I'm sure there are tons of old laws that are just outdated or terrible or just
He just sort of nods and says, I think we actually have a law that says it's illegal to use anything other than a club. Nobody follows it, but
Well, just for anything.
any weapon other than a club, I believe.
I was picturing
Very
eating soup
odd.
with a club because you can't use a spoon.
Very odd law.
Well, it's very old.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And he says, well, this seems like a good start. He just kind of shrugs and says, what else do we need?
Oh yeah, slavery. How
Oh,
to get rid of that?
of course.
I thought
What?
that was a given.
I was a slave myself, so I'm
What?
more than happy to get rid of it.
The biggest problem that I don't know if people will be too happy about, but if they're going to have to, is to accept it. We can't just abolish slavery overnight. It's got to be a slow thing.
Right.
So, Daniel had a good idea about that. Just start slowly paying them. We have underground slave trade with, what's the Gnomish land name? I keep forgetting.
Uh, I hate not having my world map open. Where the hell is my Hellbreak map? Portsea.
Portsea. I knew it started with a P, like Porvy.
Yeah.
You think do we think we're connected because our names sound the same?
Yeah, totally.
Nice. But yeah, we have some underground slave trading with Portsea, I learned. We need to stop that. That would be a good start.
Uluk says, oh, I know.
I didn't.
Oh, I know, because I came from Portsea.
Oof.
Oofers.
Oh.
Massive oofers.
Oh.
Well, yes, a good start would be stop slave trade from there and start just very slowly over the course of a few years. We pay the slaves, we give them actually nice places to sleep, good meals, till eventually they're just not slaves anymore.
Well, I do like
everyone's
the way you
A
think.
worker.
And he says, I'll be honest, your ideals sound a lot like an old friend of mine back when I was a slave.
I know who he's talking about. I'm not going to question it. I will say nothing. Intentionally.
And he says, right. Well, let's do that. We can tell all the slaves that they're still needed and they'll have a chance to earn their freedom. We'll pay them. We won't charge them for their freedom, just simply give them freedom after a few years and when we get new slaves, we'll just pay them as well. Make them into citizens.
So basically no slaves anymore, just working people.
Well, we can have extremely low paid people, but if they're still paid a wage and they're not treated like dirt, then in my eyes, they're not slaves. And I was a slave, so...
Pose. I would like to eventually build up to no one is being paid absurdly low.
Yeah, but
We should
capitalism.
We should establish some sort of minimum wage.
God, I don't even know what the hell that would be.
1.
But yeah, like you, and he just sort of nods and says, "Well, very well." Although the government paying all of those slaves a reasonable wage, I don't know how we'd be able to afford that.
After we free all of the slaves, we need to get the economy fixed.
And he just sort of nods and says, "The idea will be more, how we could get the money. And Daniel says, well, if we bring slaves over and they're treated as citizens and they pay taxes as citizens, then those who leave slavery and go to make an actual livable wage working anywhere else would pay taxes that would come back to us, which we could use to pay the other slaves. Getting more people living here would simply get us more money in taxes, and therefore we'll be able to pay more to the slaves. And Yulu just goes, ah!
The lawyer.
Well, not yet, but, maybe one day.
Closest I know.
Well, that sounds like our slave problem is mostly resolved. Is there anything else you can think of before we tell everybody?
Okay, let's see. Slaves. It's... Fuck.
Perhaps we should inform the other cities of Porvi of our new plan before we tell the public.
Oh yes, I have, my group, we have close connections with, the dwarvish country of, I can't remember the name.
Escrecia.
We have connections with Escrecia. We can get their support somehow, I'm sure. Probably not, probably not monetarily or anything, but just have them back us.
Well, I'm sure that would be useful, although I don't totally know what, I don't totally know what benefit they could provide us. Perhaps just having increased trade with them or something along those lines could be beneficial.
Just having allies and having the support of the higher families in Escrestia, that would be good.
He just sort of nods and says, well, let us do that.
Alrighty. Slaves, taxes, Escrecia, council, laws. Can you two think of anything?
I mean, I've been trying.
Cat!
What about cheese?
Jeez. Alex, would you like to make any cheese-related laws? Now is your opportunity.
All cheese is free for me and me only.
Get a spot on the council then.
I would be kicked off the council immediately. We all know this.
Mm-hmm.
Work with the, give all the slaves free cheese as their meals. Just make cheese free in the entire kingdom of Porvi.
Time to crash.
Porvi is well known for having the most constipated slaves around the country. Christ. They don't have time to rebel if they're on the goddamn toilet.
No, they're not on the goddamn toilet. That's the problem. They never have to shit. They're invincible.
Oh god.
They never stop.
Jesus Christ.
Unstoppable fucking force.
Actually, this is entirely off topic. Well, not entirely, but I wonder if armies, intentionally give their soldiers food that makes them constipated, so they have to shit less, so it makes the army more efficient.
Probably not, because it still makes them physically uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But it also affect their performance.
Well, maybe not so constipated that they can't shit, but just makes them shit less.
No, they just have...
I mean, wouldn't that just make sense, though? It's like, if a soldier has to take
No,
less
if they're
breaks
so
taking a dump,
really-
then...
If they're so obsessed with that, then just put them in fucking diapers or something.
I hate this
Or
conversation.
just train them to be like horses, where they just drop their pants and keep walking while they shit.
Alright, I'm with Alex. I hate this conversation, too. I'm sorry.
You brought it up. Fuck
I'm
you.
sorry.
Oh,
I forgot Michael exists, who just makes everything 10 times worse.
What? I bring up good points.
Fuck you. Anyway, so yeah, I want to die. Ugh.
You
Same
think
boat, man.
armies just use a catapult as the toilet so they can fling shit at their enemies?
I think that would count as like illegal biological warfare.
I'm actually pretty
Oh,
sure
God.
that they use that in medieval times.
Would flinging shit at your enemies be a war crime?
I guess, yeah.
Dude, back in medieval times, they would fling heads at enemies to try to break the.
Today.
Well,
I'm talking
today-
today.
Yes,
Probably.
yeah. Back in medieval times, we'd take catapults, get a ceramic jar, load it with cobras, and fling it over castle walls.
Yeah. They would do cobras. They would do. My favorite was heads. They would do the heads of fallen army members. So suddenly the members of their the members of their army just see their fucking fallen soldiers' heads raining from the sky,
Yeah.
break their
Jesus
spirit.
Christ.
Anyway,
Anyway.
Anyway.
I think they actually did that in Lord of the Rings. It was fucking awesome. Okay, so, Ulick says, well, I think we've planned about all we can for now. I will make haste in informing the other cities. Well, I suppose in the meantime, we could inform the public.
All right.
Sounds good.
Do
Go
you
up
wish
on the
to, or
balcony
do you want me
together.
to?
We can go up on the balcony together. They see us together. They see us not trying to kill each other. That'll send a good message right away.
Daniel says, as much as I'd love to join you, I suppose I'll stay back.
Damn, Daniel.
I'm sure most people don't know who I am.
Yeah, but you're big.
Big.
Do you by chance need a backdrop for your speech?
Tempting. Fucking hell, he's large.
Big man.
So you guys go up to the balcony, and there aren't too many people outside of the castle now, but there's like a big fuck off bell or something like that you can ring, and it's like Minecraft. All the villagers gather around the bell. But there's like a big fuck off bell you can ring that just kind of informs people that you're going to be giving a speech soon. So you kind of go out, you ring this bell, and people slowly begin crowding around the castle. And like 5 or 10 minutes later, you've amassed a fairly substantial crowd. And everybody clearly seems to be kind of like pointing and murmuring. It's like, oh my God, is that one of the Hawkspires with the leader of the Freedomites? And everyone's kind of like pointing, murmuring, things like that. And Ulick just sort of turns to you and goes, you want to go first? You want me to go first?
Make him go first. I've talked too much already.
Yeah.
Give my voice a rest.
All right. And he just sort of sighs and goes,
It's your
"Ugh."
turn to think. It's your
Alright.
turn to think of a speech off of the top of your head, asshole. Except you've had 2 weeks to plan. Fuck you.
Yeah, I've had 2 minutes to actually plan. So he kind of walks up to the railing and then immediately realizes that the railing is taller than he is. So he climbs on top of the railing.
I will get a box for him to stand on if he so needs it.
No, he climbs on top of the railing and just sort of like holds onto your shoulders so he doesn't fall. He goes,
We're ready to cast levitate if this man falls, please.
I'm ready.
and he just says,
or whatever.
"People of Porvy! Hi, I'm Ulick.
Hi,
Sup?
it's me, your boy.
It's your boy.
It's your boy, Ulick.
Good boy.
Hey, what up, Porvy? It's your boy Ulick. Don't forget to like and subscribe."
Alright, you're ending this now.
And he sort of starts to relax a bit and says, "We have an announcement for each of you. Everything is changing. For the better. The monarchy is no more." And you hear sort of a collection of cheers coming from the crowd. And he says, "Lionel here and I are working together to create a new government. One built for the people, one built for us." And he says, "So there will be a council. Not a king, not a queen, but a council of 10, 20 people. Everyone working together to invent laws. For laws that affect you, you will have a say, and the whole city, the whole country will be a council. We will all work together. We will elect our councilmen, not pick them from a royal family. No offense. Um, he says, and we will build this country back the way it should be. And he says, I know this might not be perfect for everybody, but we will make it work. Slaves will be paid, treated fairly, and eventually freed to live as citizens. We will change how we handle slaves over time, but for now, all slaves may begin to expect a somewhat fair pay and at least an improvement in their living conditions. And the castle will become public ground for everybody. Anybody may sit in on the council. Anybody may visit the castle. And he just sort of smiles and says, and that starts now. And he, and as he says that, he kind of notions towards the guard, handling the castle gate, and the guard don't do shit, and they look up at you, Lionel.
What fucking guard? There's guards?
There's one dude who is at the gate. Actually, that
Dude, like, oh, shit.
actually that would probably be Daniel. He's probably at the gate.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, fair.
Daniel looks up at you like, should I open the gate and let everybody in?
Shit, what's in the castle? We pretty much looted everything.
Yeah, you looted the shit out of it.
Yeah, sure, open the damn gate, I don't care.
Alright. Daniel opens the gate and people begin just kind of pouring into the castle. And as the throne room fills, I imagine the castle sort of has like an open throne room, kind of like Dragon's Reach. Where like you're probably on like the top floor, but you can look over the balcony from the inside and see the floor of the throne room. And you basically just like turn around to see this big group of people that were outside that are now inside, just kind of looking around the castle because almost nobody has ever been in the castle before, so everyone's just kind of looking around in bewilderment. And you says, "This is your castle now. This is your country." And he says, "We'll strive to keep you all safe, to keep your family safe, and to rebuild the economy in a way where it won't cause the entire city to be on fire anymore. So all we ask of you is that you keep an open mind, that you accept the changes that happen, and should you not accept the changes, well, voice your concerns. The council will be here to help. Thank you." Do you have any... he just sort of turns to you. You got anything to say?
Changes will be slow. Things can't change overnight, but we'll work as fast as we can. We can't work too fast. We don't want the entire economy to collapse worse than it already is. We don't want people to die. So be patient. Please, we're rebuilding Porvy better than it ever was. But that will take time. Yeah, that's about it.
Everybody just kind of cheers. And it doesn't seem like everyone's like unilaterally, hooray, everything is fixed, whatever. But people seem generally happy.
I won't die.
And everybody, eventually over the course of like the next 15 minutes, the castle just completely fills up with people. Like if coronavirus was a thing, everybody in this castle would die. Because it is that packed. It looks like a fucking Metallica concert up in this bitch.
Nice.
But eventually it begins to clear out as people just kind of finish the tour of the castle. Most people seem respectful, but still some people are taking things that you hadn't already looted. Just for the hell of it. It's like, hey, rebellion, down with the royal family. I'm going to take this statue. I'm going to take this painting, whatever. And by the time...
I mean...
not like a whole ass statue, but more like a figurine kind of thing. You know what I mean?
But like, yeah, it's your castle, but like, you're still kind of being a dick.
Well, at this point, there are so many people in the castle that there is pretty much nothing you can do.
Did it break?
But people are... assholes. But anyway, as the castle empties out, there's still a lot of things left, but like there's a big old painting of King or Prince, I suppose, Verlin, that was like vandalized and had a dick drawn on it and stuff like that, etc. But it's still largely intact. You might be missing a few random things around the castle, a few paintings, whatever, because of people that just kind of took it to maybe sell it or keep it for themselves. But everything's mostly fine. And as things calm down, Daniel says, "Well, that went better than expected. You're not dead."
Speaking of being dead, what are the odds if I were to bring my brother here and formally announce that he wants, have him officially step down to let people know that we didn't just kill him, would he survive?
Well, you do have the Royal Guard. And, well, they are very well trained, so, well, probably. He says, it doesn't seem like people are focused on violence now. It seems like people have calmed down.
Alright,
Though I would recommend perhaps we find a new home for your family.
yes. I don't even know if they'd want to be in Porvia anymore after all this. Yeah, I'll go to, I'll find like a sort of private room that's not shoulder to shoulder with people.
Yeah, well, as night begins to fall, it would be a lot more empty. So there are plenty of private rooms, and I mean, it's not like you can't lock doors or anything. It's just the castle itself is open.
Yeah, I'll wait until what? Do we wait until fucking nightfall?
You can, or you can just wait until the castle like kind of clears out a little bit, which would be kind of more in the afternoon.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll just find a room, empty room, lock the door, go to the moon dimension. Find my dickhead brother.
Melvin's clothes are on fire.
Oh, God
Anyway,
damn.
find my
Ah,
dickhead
this
brother.
is last set of clothes. I don't want Melvin to be naked in
How
Moontown.
close is
He's
how
going
close
to make
is
that everyone else's problem.
how close is he to the river?
He's fairly close.
I am going to physically pick him up and throw him into the river without saying a single word or even looking him in the eye.
Bye, Melvin.
He splashes in the river and he's got a few holes in his clothes, but they're otherwise okay. And he just goes, "It worked!"
No shit.
The potion worked. The potion of set clothes on fire. Anyway, continue walking.
Melvin is the worst character I have ever made, and I love him so
Kiss my
dearly.
ass.
He's so good, dude.
The worst.
Fucking God.
What was the one where he drank the potion and he was just like, yeah, everything's fine, and suddenly it's just, ah! It's his entire fucking body lit on fire.
I forgot
Yeah.
what that potion was. I didn't remember he just combusted instantly.
Potion of fucking idiot.
Anyway, speaking of fucking idiot, I don't see a kitty, and that makes me sad. Sabbath! So, yep, you go back to Moontown, you yeet the gnome into the water, and then you find your family who are chilling in the tavern.
Well, good news. We can transition Porvia into a democracy peacefully.
Verlin says, that took a lot less time than expected.
Same.
And he says, well, I'll be honest, I've been enjoying myself. Your innkeeper here is very talented.
I
And
don't even know the innkeeper's name.
I believe it's R's wife. I think her name is Nea, if I remember correctly. But here, I'll move us to Moontown.
I mean, we're coming right back. Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah, but why not?
Kill my machine broke. I'm gonna kill myself. Fucking tabletop sim work, please! Tabletop sim, please! There we go. And zoop.
Still not working with those two objects for me.
Sucks.
I do have the new thing with the improved Hell.
It seems to have gotten sucked under Card Knocks.
You know what? I think with all of the people standing about in Moontown, I think everybody would have banded together to fix your bridge.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
Because with
Freeloaders.
with the entire castle just basically sitting around with nothing to do, and you've given them a free place to live, they're like, you know what? The least we can do is fix the fucking bridge.
And look how much nicer these E's look.
E.
Oh, this is a good E.
Looking
Yeah.
E's. That's a good E.
It functions.
Oh yeah, I see. It doesn't have like the weird shadow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Coolio. We save this.
Whoop.
It's gone.
Well.
It still has its
Adam.
own problems, but
Awesome. I'm gonna save that real quick.
Yeah, I can adjust to make the collider bigger, if you want, but I just tried to make it pretty small. To make it very
Yeah, honestly,
placeable.
I think it's perfect. This seems.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems very
working
placeable.
really great.
That yeah, look at that. I can even put it like right on top of the pig, and that works fucking perfectly. Hell yes.
Hell of yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's perfect. Thank you, Jackie. You're the best.
Talent.
But of course.
Talent.
Anyway,
But yeah,
so yeah, Nea is she is our Ronaldo Rodriguez is the wizard's wife.
yeah.
But either way, Verlin is very happy with the food and the care that he has been receiving here. And Verlin says, "Our father is upstairs in bed. He's very sick.
Yeah. Well,
We can bring him back, but well, I fear he might not be with us much longer."
I've come back. I think to really sink it all in, you need to come back, and I think you can come back without everyone trying to murder you now. Just address the public and say you're officially stepping down and that there will no longer be a royal family.
Well, very well. Could I
So
could I
so
bring
they
the
know-
royal guard out of
Of course, yes.
out of caution?
Hopefully everyone can come back, as tomorrow.
You should
So I
probably
know-
tell them that kind of without your permission, Yulug just opened the castle to everybody.
It's fine. They'll learn.
Well, the castle was kind of where they lived.
They're not anymore.
Hey, everybody, you're homeless.
How does it feel?
How does it feel?
Cardinox, not a homeowner. So Verlin comes back and kind of looks at the castle and goes, it kind of walks through the door and he looks in the castle and there's still probably like 20, 30 people just wandering around. He goes, what the hell?
Yeah, long story.
How did these people get in here?
Out on the balcony.
All right. He just kind of wanders up to the balcony and there's some random bum just chilling on the balcony, for like fucking smoking a pipe or something like that.
Smoking a weed.
Yeah. The dude, he's like a fucking human in his teens, and he just goes, "Hey, oh hey, you're that guy."
That guy.
Fuck, he sure is.
I should
Is he addressing me or my brother?
both.
Yes.
I should go, shouldn't I?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. So sorry. And he just kind of like stumbles out.
Fucking Christ.
Jesus Christ.
And with that, you reach over, you pull the thing, ding dong, goes the big bell, and eventually people begin to congregate underneath the balcony again. And Verlin says, "So what am I doing? I haven't prepared a speech. Am I just saying I stepped down?"
Yeah, just say that, peaceful transition of power. We didn't brutally murder you and take over.
Who am I transitioning our power to?
Democracy.
Who's the democracy?
You're all stepping down.
Who's the democracy? Do we have a council?
We're working on it.
Well, who do we have so far?
Daniel.
So I'm just giving all my power to Daniel.
You become far too powerful.
Daniel's going far too far.
You just spirit palm all the
I-
cheated Daniel.
Lionel, I do trust Lionel, I do trust you, but are you telling me I'm giving all of my power to your childhood friend?
You're not giving power to anyone in particular. You're just giving up your own power.
Okay,
For
okay,
fuck's
okay,
sake.
okay. Sorry,
You are
I'm sorry.
stepping down. There is no longer
I just want to make sure that I'm not just making somebody else king.
Hurry up before I make you give all your power.
I, King Verlin, step down from the damn throne. Good day to you, sir.
Brother,
And he walks out from the balcony and he slams the door and then he just starts laughing.
Did you just yell that to everyone?
Yes. And everyone's like, "All right then." Great speech.
I'm gonna go.
He's a shitty king anyway. They probably expect it.
Oh, I'll just be like, yes, my brother and my family are stepping down. There's no longer a royal family. You heard it here officially, so you know we didn't kill them. I'm gonna go find him and throw his ass off the balcony. I'm gonna toss him to the wolves.
tossed into the wall.
Daniel says, "I am all powerful. I shall destroy you," and then the game ends.
I am become death.
I am become Daniel, destroyer of worlds.
He's built like a planet, and he's gonna destroy the planet.
You can suplex the whole fucking earth.
Anyway, so
Christ.
I think Daniel could actually do that thing from Final Fantasy not from Final Fantasy VI, where they suplex the train.
Excuse me?
Oh yeah.
Oh, let me get it. Let me get it.
oh lord.
Okay, yeah, go for it. Oh yeah, it's just the thing. Like one of the party members, like in Final Fantasy CC, like one of the party members in Final Fantasy VI is like a martial artist, and so one of his attacks is like a suplex, and one of the bosses is a train, just a whole ass haunted train, that you fight or like running from it, and the suplex attack works on the train.
My god.
All right. Well, that is good news. All right. So,
It's still not been
There it
linked in
is,
the. There we
fantastic.
go. About to find it my damn self.
hold on. I want to see this. Fantastic. Anyway,
I'm waiting for it to. Oh my god, he suplexed the train.
Yep.
anyway, well, everybody in Moontown has been extremely happy with the large influx of people because Melvin has probably. Why is he Dr. Robotnik?
What?
Oh yeah. But
Oh
that's
yeah.
we changed it like a while ago.
I don't remember if it was me or Jackie that did that.
Incredible.
I don't either.
But fucking Melvin has happily sold some of his random magical items to various people, for better or for
Oh,
worse.
no.
Cookie has
He-
sold countless chimichangas. Elena has sold plenty of alcohol, and fucking Igor has made some cool weapons for the guard, and the
Why do
inn
these
has been
people-
very popular.
Out of curiosity, why do these people still live here?
It's
I
a
actually
safe
don't know.
haven. Because they lived in fucking that city blew up, I can't remember the name of it. Lavin. But
Yeah.
Lavin was generally a really shitty city. So when you're like, hey, you want to stay here instead? They're like, wow, this is way the fuck better than Lavin.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, they still leave all the time to go back to Lavin and come back here. But they generally live here just because it's safe. And in Lavin, it's like every fucking week somebody would try to break into your house trying to get drug money.
Yep.
Well, maybe we can empty out this fucking dimension and get them into Porvy once it doesn't suck.
That works. That works.
We could, I guess.
But I also just like giving
If they
you
want to.
cool shops and shit to go to in your moon dimension.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, so important question. I don't remember where that tattoo shop was. Was it in Kilma or was it somewhere else?
I believe it was in fucking Vogia, wasn't it? Wasn't it in I do not remember. I thought it was
I would
in
like to get that tattoo.
I thought it was in Elfland.
Yeah, like Elfru Land.
I don't
Elfland too.
remember.
The south one. With the...
Yeah,
Oh,
racist
yeah, the
racist
place with
elves.
the college.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the city of Samni.
I would like to go back there and get that tattoo.
Okay.
If we have any core charges left,
What's gonna be
or
the
if there's a
best
core
track?
there.
Oh yeah, have y'all paid off Lasora's loan yet?
I will. It doesn't exist. I erased it from the records. Fuck it.
I don't think that's how it quite works.
Shut up. I was the king for a few hours. I can do what I want.
Okay.
I don't know. We can go to the bank and pay it off, or we can just say she did it.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure
Yeah,
we can
Yeah,
just
so
say
she'll-
Lasora
so
did it.
Sydney will stop stressing about it.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds good. How much do we owe again?
Yes.
Ooh,
I
it
don't know,
doesn't
Max
matter.
is gonna do
Sydney
Sydney's
specifically set it aside.
Yeah,
and
Sydney was
we
keeping track of it.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
perfect.
she has it written down.
I'll be back for 2 seconds. I gotta pee again because I've been drinking a lot of water because I've been making a lot of voices.
Yeah, I'm gonna be right back myself real quick.
Jackie, where's your cat?
Down there.
This a good cat.
One second. Sabbath. Okay, I had to touch a kitty because he's soft and he's a kitty.
Understandable.
Alrighty. Is Alex the die?
Yeah,
Alright, I can wait just a minute for him.
it's fine. What's he gonna do?
Yeah, good point.
I want that damn tattoo. Oh yeah, I guess I can talk to my brother about like, so where the fuck you living now? Cause it ain't here.
Yeah, that's probably something you should figure out.
Probably.
I'm gonna switch y'all to the world map.
But you could invite your brother to stay in the moon dimension with us.
I mean, I guess him, but also all the other people.
Oh, true.
Like the guard can come back and be guards. And like, who else was there? You had the court wizard.
Yeah, you got Olaro, you got the guard. You also just generally had like
Olivero's already part of the posse. He can live with us too.
true.
Just random ass people.
You also just generally had like castle servants, like the castle cook, people like that, like people who worked in the castle.
Tell them to go get a real fucking job, you losers. The moon dimension is too crowded.
Oh, that's big.
He's big.
You can scale that down a little.
Oh yeah, you should also take 5 seconds to update the singular dumbass tracker as well.
Eventually, yeah.
And I wouldn't worry about it too much right now. If it takes more than a second, because we don't use it all that much. Yay! It works. It's beautiful.
That was beautiful.
And beautiful.
Butter.
Okay, so
Mrs. Buttersworth.
Pussy.
welcome back, Mrs. Buttersworth.
Miss Buttersworth does have a pussy. Presumably.
pussy.
We're talking about syrup pussy.
Yeah.
I don't want
Very,
to
very messy. It's like whatever the opposite of lube is.
If you don't use syrup as lube, are you really living?
Yeah.
Alright, so. I'm probably gonna play Sea of Thieves after D&D if any of y'all want to join.
Sure.
I am McDown for that.
Maybe.
Anyway,
Depends on how dead I am.
yeah.
Dollars.
For
Pineapples.
yeah, so my
I
brother
still
and
can't
my
believe I
dad
fucking
and
ate pineapples while playing
Fuck
my
you.
family. My family gets special treatment. They can stay in the moon dimension. Everyone else,
Fuck
fucking
'em.
throw them off the edge.
Yeah, alright.
There you go. This is your new home.
Yeah, wherever
It's
you
like
end
it's
up.
like
In the future, real estate will be randomly generated.
it's like throwing a dart at a dart. It's like throwing a dart at the world map to see where you live, except you're the dart.
At some point, y'all need to do that. Like, the entire party just needs to jump off the moon dimension and just see where you go.
How do you think we're gonna end the
We
campaign?
can see if we can meet back up.
Yeah. That'd actually be kind of fun.
We have like we give everyone their own trapdoor thing, and it's like we have like a big scavenger hunt set up, and it's like whoever can come back to the moon dimension with all the required items first wins.
Oh my god. That's incredibly dumb. I love it.
I love it.
Beautiful.
It's like, well, shit, we saved the world. Now what do? Worldwide scavenger hunt.
Alright, so yeah, so you can absolutely set up, you can have Brick build them a house, or they can stay in the tavern, whatever you want, in the moon dimension, but that would definitely work for your family.
Yeah, let's go with whatever they want, and if they want a house, they pay for it. Fuck 'em.
Yeah,
Yeah, fair.
with the money that
Yeah.
the stuff I didn't steal, they can use.
Honestly, yeah, they probably would actually be happy to live in the moon dimension, because it seems like a safe place where they won't be persecuted.
Mhm.
So they'd be more than happy to pay Brick to build them a nice house, and as well as a place for the probably a house that can house 3 people or 4 people, so they can have the king, the queen, Verlin, and the cleric, the one that keeps Idemar alive.
Yeah. Yeah, that kind of tends to be important.
And we don't need to keep him alive. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
He's dead.
Yeah.
Dead.
Sometimes people are just dead.
It's true.
It's just like that.
So you guys I guess you just let everybody else out of the moon dimension, right?
Yeah.
And everyone just kind of like,
I mean, we could like have a talk with them with Verlin and just be like, "Hey, listen, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here, and also you don't have a home. Find work elsewhere. Get the fuck out."
So everybody kind of like disappointingly leaves. The royal guard will go back to the castle to keep the castle protected, and they'll work to guard, like the democratic process or whatever the fuck. And
Make
I'm
sure the castle doesn't get burned the fuck down.
yeah, and I'm sure you could work with the council and work with Ulug to make sure that they're properly paid and all that kind of shit. But for pretty much everybody else, they head home. Daniel kind of pulls you aside and he says, "Hey, before we let everybody go, how about we keep the cook and one of the servers? We offer free meals for people who don't have food."
That's not a bad
that would
idea.
be a good idea. Yes, I was actually thinking we could turn the or at least part of the castle into, you know, a soup kitchen would be good. Maybe have some beds set up for people on hard times.
He nods and
'Cause
says,
it's a big castle.
I like
Room
that
for
idea.
plenty of
We
people.
don't need all of this space. Obviously, we would need some amount of space for the council and things like that. But I say we keep the cook, we keep a few servers, we keep a few servants around the castle to keep it clean and tidy and things like that. But since we're allowing people in, we could easily devote many of the rooms in the castle to just living quarters.
That would be a great idea.
Either for free for anybody who wants it, or for just extremely low rent, and people can
Yeah.
come in and just have a bedroll and have a warm meal in the morning.
Yes, and the dining hall. That's what I was thinking. The dining hall can just be turned into a big, free food or cheap food.
Indeed, or alternately could be used to feed the council. The cook could always, we could have a cook for cheap food like soups and things like that. But then the cook could also always make some nicer food for the council,
course.
feed them decently. And at this point, Uluk says, "Hey, Lionel, Daniel, I heard back from the other cities. I informed them of our voting process.
Really quick.
He says, I informed them of our voting process. They're handling the votes now. We'll be given a selection of people in the next few days.
Awesome.
How should we handle the voting here?
Like here in Kilma, well, Daniel is one person that I trust to be on the council. I have no interest in being on the council. Do you?
I would be honored to be on the council. Yes, although I hail from Malaparvi, so I believe I would take one of their spaces.
Hmm. Well, are you going back to Malapave after all this?
He just sort of shrugs and says, he says, I suppose I can run a vote for myself, but I don't see why I wouldn't win, so I probably just stay here. Save myself the trip.
Well then, yes, you could be on the council then. Oh no, my thing is upside down.
But did
on
we
my
want to have
head.
2 or 3 people from Kilma? I was thinking 3 since we are the capital.
I was thinking, I don't know. How many cities are there in fucking Porvy?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 major cities.
Shit, we were only gonna have 2 people from each one. We might have to up that number.
Well, that gives
I'm
you...
thinking like bare minimum a dozen, maybe up to 20.
Well, that gives
Because,
you
you know-
11, and having an odd number would probably be a good idea, because that would set off, whatchamacallit, even votes.
Okay, hang on. One. You said there's 5.
But if you had
If
3
we-
at Kilma, then you would have 11.
Yeah, but if we had 3 from each city, that would be 15, which is also an odd number.
True.
So I'll bring that up. I'll be like, I'm thinking maybe 3 people from each town. That would give us a nice odd number, and also, more people means more variety, more views on things.
Alright. Whatever you say, that makes sense to me.
And if you want to up it to have 5 from Kilma for whatever reason, then we can do that. But
I think
odd number is
3
good.
from everywhere sounds fair. He says,
Question?
what?
Go ahead.
He
Sure.
says, what, how should we have nominees for people in Kilma? Just let people step up?
We could announce to the people that were, looking for people from the council, and just let people band together and find who they think is a good fit, and then obviously we pick from there.
He says, well, that sounds fair to me. And he kind of notions towards one of the castle servants and has them kind of draft up like a big document saying, wanted council members, apply within. And he
Yeah.
posts it on the castle so anybody coming into the castle can see. And there's they set up
maybe
like
hand out pamphlets to like inns and taverns around town as well.
yeah.
So it's just like, if you think, you're not a piece of shit, and you have a good understanding of how things work, then there you go.
Yeah. Okay.
And then a question that I've never gotten the answer to in over 2 years, or maybe I did one time, but you didn't really know. How the hell does mail work? If I wanted to send mail someone. How the fuck do I do that?
Um,
Flying birds.
I imagine there would be a postal service. Just like there was in medieval times. It's like fucking yeah, postal service.
It's whatever.
So yeah, I mean, I would imagine it would just be like, you write a letter and you put it in an envelope and you give it to the post office and they would see to it that it goes the right place.
Yeah, okay, whatever. I had an idea, I don't think I want to do it. But, so yeah, 3 people from each city. Set out bullshit on everyone.
Okay.
Yeah, just we'll wait a few days to find council nominees. And then I guess
okay.
we would just go through all the nominees and like try to find a very nice, obviously we'll have like their race, age, and gender all written down in their background and try to find the absolute best mesh from all the cities.
Alrighty.
We just have a whole spectrum of people.
Okay. So we can fast forward a few days.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
I want to go get that tattoo then.
All right.
Where's
It's in Samney.
Fuck. That's a walk.
If you keep going up, you'll find racism.
Yeah, yeah. Fuck it then. I'm gonna go do it. I don't give a shit. Well, we're waiting for the people to step themselves up. May as well. I'll just be like, hey, I'm going out of town for a few days. Fuck you.
Okay.
Let me look up that tattoo I wanted again. It was the fucking which one was it?
It was like the wind step or some shit like that.
Ghost Step?
Yeah, I
I
think
think-
so.
Yeah, I'll let Daniel just kind of keep an eye on things while I'm gone. I'll tell him it's very important Lionel business.
So you're gonna just fucking use the core, zoop to Rilsk, walk up to Samney, zoop back?
Yeah, I don't remember. Was it 2,000 or 2,500 for the tattoo? Because it was a rare. I think it may have been 2,000. And also, no, I could not find anything about it in the chat.
Okay. Sure, just say 2,000.
Oakley dokley. But now I have this tattoo. Thank God.
Okay.
Tattoo time.
Yep, sure. I mean, honestly, there really isn't much to roleplay. You fucking zoopity, you fucking swim up the river at light speed, get your shit, come back like 3 days later, whatever.
Did someone adjust the core count when
No,
I add this?
I figured that.
How
would
many
probably
items
be
can you
the
be
person who's
attuned to?
doing it.
It's 3, right?
3, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Then I'm
Unless
all.
you're an artificer, then you get to go ape shit.
Yep. In that case, yep, I can no longer attune to anything.
Out of curiosity, how many times have you used the Kilma core?
Several.
Surprisingly, not
Not
too
many.
much.
Yeah, we've been pretty conservative with them. We've been using the boat or teleportation circle spells.
Funny enough, you've used the Rilsk core as much as you've used the Kilma core.
The what?
The Rilsk.
Oh, yes. Yes, we have.
Because you used it once to fucking get Weirs back.
Yeah. And
That was
twice
fun.
coming back from shopping.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. That was really stupid, but it was fun.
That accurately sums up me DMing D&D.
Yeah.
Oh, if you have multiple tattoos, they count as a single magic item with regard to the number of magic items you can attune to.
Oh shit.
Oh, shit. Nice.
So
Oh,
neat.
real shit. That's dope.
Damn, that's fucking cool as shit.
That is really cool.
I have a lot of notes in my world notes that I just don't even remember. Like Lord of Rats in North Madalaria. What the fuck is that from?
Lord of Rats.
Loch Ness Monster living in the lake underneath Mima.
Yeah, remember we waved to it. We played catch with it by throwing rocks in the
Oh
river.
yeah. What the fuck is this one? Tiefling invents the Snuggie. Where the hell was that? Sunioki? That sounds like... Where the hell is...
invents the Snuggie.
I don't know. Where the fuck is my Snuggie? I think it's in my room. Damn it.
Where the hell is that city? Siunkoki. It sounds like it's from Metalaria, but it's not. If it's a tiefling, yeah, it's up here. There you go. Somebody here invented the Snuggie.
Good.
I don't remember why, but apparently someone here invented the Snuggie. I try to leave notes every time y'all like do something of value. No.
Aw.
Aaron has a Snuggie, get it from him.
I have a Snuggie. I want a Snuggie for Weirs.
Oh, fuck you. You get nothing, you lose. I want habit now, because fuck you, but I don't want to spend money on food.
Get fucked, idiot.
Anyway. Realistically, I'm probably going to order it anyway, because I have no control over my finances.
Yeah.
But, yeah, fast forward time. Lionel, you get your tattoo. Congratulations.
Finally. I can now become incorporeal at a whim.
Gratiamolation. Ah!
Congratulations.
Alright,
I can just become a ghost for 6 seconds. Stop making me hungry.
Chimkin.
I want food.
Numget.
Stop.
Chimpkin.
My
Oh
nephew
no.
has gotten in the driver's seat of my mother's truck and has turned to the seat. He's driving it. Okay.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Well. Sure. Okay. Anywho, yeah, I'm back in Kilma, waiting on the results for people.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I do not particularly feel like randomly generating the upwards of 100 different characters.
Yeah, we'll 10 things went spectacularly.
Sure. Well, amidst the voting, you got a pretty good selection of different characters. So you've got some humans, some elves, some dwarves, some gnomes, some ex-slaves, some really rich people, some really poor people. You tried to... the voting kind of tried to pick out as many kind and like genuinely good people as possible. But as we know from 2016 to 2020, voting doesn't always pick out the best people. So you kind of handpicked some better choices. Wow, Discord really hates me talking shit about Trump because as soon as I said that, it killed my Spotify.
Oh my god.
I do not know what the fuck that problem is.
Me neither. It annoys the shit out of me.
Yeah, honestly, I think like once we got all the candidates in, we would just like make a huge list, just a big table of like their name, age, race, gender, background.
Yeah, and then it's like, all right, let's pick the best candidate here.
No, not we just like we just try to be like, okay, this person is like in this fucking age range with this background. We'll try not to pick someone similar to them
Yeah.
because we want as many different people as possible, and then we just, you know, have a good mix of 15 people.
Okay. Sounds good. And then Daniel and Yulug are going to be on the council as well.
Yeah.
Nice. So
And
they're two of the bitches
want
from Kilma.
Habit. Fuck you, Jackie.
Give me habit.
I saw you open SoundPad. I was waiting for it.
Yeah.
I actually also don't want Borger. I'm going to see what else they have.
Imagine not wanting Borger.
I normally want Borger, but right now I don't.
I always want Borger.
Yeah.
I'm about to deafen myself and stop talking about food.
Cheeseburger. Oh, I'm gonna have a fried chicken sandwich. Jackie, what'd you get?
Chicken nugget.
Yeah. This sounds good.
I'm very disappointed that Alex seems to be not here.
I'm here.
Alex is here, he's just not.
Ben, no one
Yeah,
has
fair
anything
enough.
to do this session except me.
Yeah.
I did
This
my best.
kind of
to
a
help.
mistake.
Well,
I
I
updated the party tracker, Minnie.
You did.
well, I had more stuff to do, but then I forgot.
I mean, you got an hour and a half left.
Well, 1 second, let me order some food, and then I'll give you more stuff to do.
Fuck you.
Yeah, there is still whatever the fuck was going on with Melvin.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sure, what the hell's going on with him?
So we should, we should probably do something about that once the whole democracy thing is sorted out.
Grilled chicken, tenderloin steak. What the fuck do I want?
Food.
Yeah, I do. Oh, fuck it. I didn't want a burger, but I'm getting a burger.
Hell yeah.
Burger.
Get me habit too. I know that's gonna be difficult, considering there's probably not a habit near me. But figure it the fuck out.
I promise I'm not gonna. I like spam. I like SoundPad. But Alex, I have I have one more sound effect that you also might enjoy.
You've got to be fucking my ass.
Why?
God damn it.
The closest habit to me is 45 minutes away.
That's
Didn't
not
know
too
you
bad.
Had
That's
any.
what I was expecting.
Yeah, me neither. But why the hell would you order Habit when you have Highway 55?
Well, I'm not ordering Highway 55 either.
You should order Highway 55.
Costs money though, and I don't have a job, and and I can't think of words to say either.
That's okay.
It's discouraging. That's the word.
My brain has discouraged me from
I
existing.
don't like spending money anyway, and getting a job interview and then not getting the job makes me want to spend money less.
Well, unfortunately, a lot of the times you'll go through like 10 plus interviews before you get a job.
Well, I've been searching for like weeks, and I've gotten 2 interviews, and one of them was just me talking to the camera like an asshole.
Have you heard back from that one at all?
No, I'm gonna email them tomorrow and be
Okay, yeah,
like,
good call.
"Hey, the fuck."
Well, hopefully that works out, man. Maybe hit up Clay again too and see if
He
any
called
Carmax
me.
drops. Okay.
He actually called me a couple days ago, and he's basically, "Hey, I just wanted to give you an update. I can't find shit." That's basically what he said.
Well, keep looking, man. You'll find something.
Fuck. I
Yeah.
fucking go on Indeed and I sort by entry level, and it's like you need 8 years of experience in your own zebra. It's like, this is entry level. What the fuck?
Yeah.
You need an associate's degree. That's not entry level. That's fuck you.
Associate's degree is pretty entry level.
Bachelor's then.
Okay.
There's equal amount.
Anyway, I have a headache. So, you get people. You have a council now. Congratulations.
We did it.
We did
The
it.
council begins making laws after about a week or so passes.
Yeah, just give them
between-
a list. Like I said, just a list of every fucking law.
So,
I'm
And it's
so
just
proud
like
of
we
you.
mark like, do you want to keep this law? Do you want to get rid of this law? Do you want to mildly change this law, or do you feel like this law needs an overhaul, but we should keep it? Keep
Okay.
the general idea of it.
So, like, quick overview, especially in the few days you were gone, is you got the council elected. Everybody got together. Everybody started talking, kind of getting to know each other, figuring out their political stances, and began, like you say, kind of churning through the existing laws of the land, figuring out what needs to be changed and what doesn't. The kitchen began acting as a soup kitchen for those. There's a kitty. The kitchen began acting as a soup kitchen for those who needed it. I'm giving out food to everybody and also preparing food for the council and for like actual visitors, like people who were coming in to watch the council and things like that. there was a sort of like a viewing area constructed for the council, so citizens can come in and watch the council take place and like be a part of the process if they so want to.
Hell yeah. Kitty.
And there are
I'm gonna
still
eat that kitty.
a few
Consume.
riots here and there, but it seems like the town has largely settled down, and it seems like everything is pretty much calm.
Yeah, I'll tell the guards, be like, hey, can you just kind of try to keep the peace as much as possible?
Of course, yeah.
Leave the monitor alone, dipshit.
Yeah, as a
If there-
caddy.
fucking- If there's anything literally on fire, can we
baby.
send like Olaro or whoever can put out fires to go put out fires?
Lasora can, actually.
That's
Yeah,
true.
we'll make her do that.
I'm sure there are plenty of actual firefighters in the city too, because
Yeah.
like
This is the
firefighters
baby.
are a thing. Oh my god, that's a cat.
Holy shit. I looked and she wasn't flopped, and then I looked back 1 second later and she was flopped.
This is a spoiled fucking cat.
Yeah.
Jeez,
100%.
that's a spoiled fucking Jackie with that cat.
Sabbath is spoiled rotten too, just in different ways. Every fucking time I walk into the kitchen, he sits in the same damn place and looks at the freezer. Every fucking time. Like I don't think you understand. I cannot think of the last time I walked through my kitchen and didn't get my feet wet.
Fucking
What
god.
a stupid fucking man. Oh, you're a little baby.
Dude, there was one fucking time I went to go sit on the toilet and there was an ice cube in front of my toilet. And I'm like, Sabbath, how the fuck?
How did you do this?
But my bathroom floor is a hard tile floor too, so he must have fucking batted across the carpet into my bathroom and then played around with it in my bathroom.
What a fucking dumbass.
Anyway, fucking dick. So, yeah, so as kind of time goes on and you fast forward a little bit, it seems like Porvy and Kilma are okay.
Pog.
Brick constructs a house for your family in Moontown, kind of on the southern side of the river, which I will remember to build at some point, maybe. And then all seems to be well.
Oh yeah, I'll also have Lasora contact her parents
Oh, right.
and just be like, hey, fucking Porvy's not a piece of shit country anymore. Lionel's fixing it up. Can we, like, you know, try to strengthen our country's alliance, maybe get some trading set up? Yada
Okay.
yada.
Okay. So she would definitely do that, and they would start working on that. They would start working on trade, specifically trading, like, Porvy, they have a lot of agriculture. So specifically trading, like, food and things like that with, like, metals and stone and things like that Escressi would have lots of.
Yeah.
And all seems to be well until you go back to the moon dimension. And when you get back, at some point, I guess just after everything seems to be kind of settled down, you return to Moontown, and Melvin is having a panic attack.
Fuck.
Cool.
So y'all kind of come through the portal, and he's just like lying in his doorway in fetal position, hyperventilating.
Melvin,
Hey.
should we ask what's wrong?
Yeah, what happened? Are you okay?
And he says, "The evil, it's back."
I'm gonna pick him up, but I'm gonna just kind of dunk him like halfway in the water.
We should probably hear what he saw.
Well, yeah, definitely. But if this helps, then I say while carrying him to the water.
He just continues to rock back and forth, and he goes, the gym.
Oh fuck.
Oh, fuck.
What color gem?
And he just says, the one you have.
Yeah, we should
Which
probably
one?
do something
We have
about
two.
those,
Yeah, we have two.
He goes, you what?
Yeah,
We have two.
We have two. Which one?
we thought they might be important, so we've been holding on to them.
He, through very, very short breaths, he says, both.
Neat.
He says,
Dunk
"Foot,
him.
foot,
I dunk him like halfway in the water.
foot,
So he can still talk.
foot,
Where's the money,
foot.
Lebowski?
They're foot, phylacteries.
Just like lower body. Oh.
Oh.
What are those?
Lich.
Oh, yeah, we ran into one of those.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Bad.
Is he gonna
Uh,
come for our gems?
Tell you what, you can just kind of, just chill out. We'll maybe ask someone else about this. I'm just gonna, I'm just
Okay.
gonna like leave him like
Who?
sitting.
What?
in
Ask
the water.
someone else who had a vision?
It's like he's up to his waist and he can just sit there.
Well, I imagine it's more ask somebody else who
Pat
would
him
know
gently on the
about
head.
strong evil magic things.
Or know what
Yeah, or just know
or
what the
knows
fuck
what
a phylactery is.
is.
Yeah.
Because Reyes, as we have established, is dumb.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ah, you're a baby.
As a kitty. So yeah, he just kind of lounges in the holy water river. And slowly starts to catch his
I'm
breath.
just gonna gently pat him on the head. Yeah, you take a little bit of a break here.
Get that cat on the head.
He still has holes in his clothes.
He has clothes left?
He does have clothes left. They're just like a third of the way burnt.
Let's please, for the love of God, I get this man some new clothes when we can. But
Can you not mend his clothes?
Oh, you're not gonna find.
if I can, I'll try it. I'll try mending. But
Yeah,
also,
sure.
he needs to have more than one pair of clothes.
Yeah, you cast a bit of mending and you do manage to fix up his clothes.
Cool. Yeah. So let's just kind of leave him there to de-escalate and maybe get Alberic in on this.
Okay.
Food, consumables. Cool.
So yeah, you kind of wander around to Alberic's place and he's chilling. He's writing something down, being a nerd. Who knows? And he just goes, "Oh, where's hi."
Hi. Have you talked to Melvin lately?
Well, I saw him having a panic attack outside, but I assumed that was his new potion of panic attack, so I just sort of ignored it.
That's a fair assumption.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's honestly what I thought at first too. But I asked him to come see you the other day. He said, well, he said that he kind of like remembered all the stuff that happened, like in Malaparve the other day, but like a little before it happened.
What?
And he's been feeling really freaked out about that ever since. And he says it's got something to do with all the gems from the big evil dudes that we've been like holding on to. And he said something about a phylactery.
A phylactery?
Yeah, what's that?
Oh dear.
Oh God.
Oh.
He says, "Well, a phylactery is a very powerful evil magic item that holds part of the lich's soul.
Oh.
So when a lich
That's
makes
not good.
themselves a lich and makes themselves immortal, they put their soul into multiple phylacteries.
So they're Horcruxes.
Yeah,
sh-
basically.
whatever that's from, but yeah, sure.
Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah. He says, so until the phylacteries are all together and brought to where the lich was created, the lich is invincible and cannot die.
Oh, that might be bad.
Oh wow, that's cheating.
So the lich you killed, so to speak, she's back.
Well,
Almost certainly. Well, if that was one of her phylacteries, then you're a step ahead, and if you have two, then you're 2 steps ahead. But if there are more, then, well, so long as there is one phylactery not in your possession, she cannot die, and you can kill her all you want. She'll disappear for a week, 2 weeks. Usually it's about 10 days, but eventually she will come back.
Well, we do know there are at least 2 more.
Yeah.
That's the bad news. Here's the worst news. One of them is in the eye of a giant undead dragon, and the other one is a giant sea monster.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think, well, a while ago we found this weird like door near a bunch of glimpse stuff that seemed to be related to this, and I think there was room for 5 of these. So there's one we haven't even seen yet.
And he says, well, I could certainly do some research, ask around to Wizards of the Land, see if anybody's heard of something. What would it be? A large undead creature with a gem in it?
Probably, yeah.
Well, I suppose I could do some research and see what I can find.
Yeah.
At the
And
very
we
least,
can
reach
find
out to
what they go
contacts.
to.
What'd you
It's
say?
Hey,
gonna be important.
Hey, Cardonox, you should we should leave those gems that we have here in the Moon Dimension.
No.
Or I could do this.
No.
No what?
Well, I mean, isn't it already giving Melvin a panic attack just being anywhere near them?
Is that what's causing it?
I don't know.
So
until
it
we try.
seems like it.
I
could
thought he
leave.
was. I thought he just had a fucking potion of omniscience or something. We don't know.
I could always
But
leave
I'm
the dimension
thinking,
and
like,
find out.
if we have those gems, he's gonna come after. The Lich is going to come after us and try to get them.
Might know.
So if we leave them here, he can't fucking get here, to our knowledge.
Yeah.
And if it can get here, then we're kind of fucked anyway.
But alternatively, we could just try the bag of holding.
The app that can be stolen, and it will still be on us.
Albrecht says, well,
Yeah, but it's good.
the Lich will almost certainly want her phylacteries back. Since they are the source of her power, well, they're very, very important to her. And you can go around and collect them all, but obviously she's going to try to stop you, because the more phylacteries you have, the closer you are to stopping her. So, well, I would be very, very careful. That is a kitty.
But what is the downside of keeping them in the Moon Dimension?
And he says, well,
Zoom.
she's been here before with those giant black whatever they were. So,
Yes.
If they're undefended, I mean, I can defend as much as I can, but I'm only one man, and, well, I can't imagine lighting their clothes on fire is going to do too much, or
Yeah.
making them speak to chickens. So other than that, we don't have much in the way of defending
Only
ourselves.
the chicken body.
Yeah, I'd rather you not have to do that by yourself anyway. So
Cardonox, eat the gems.
I
yeah,
have a better idea.
yeah.
What could possibly be better than that?
I just take both of them out and shake them around like snow globes.
Okay.
All right.
They contain a
And?
soul, and make the souls dizzy as fuck.
Oh my god. You're a fucking
Actually, if you
retard.
shake them around, if you look on the inside, they are seemingly hollow. And on the inside of them, it's like almost like a magic 8-ball, where it looks like some sort of liquid that has suspended 100 like of these little tiny flakes. And upon closer inspection, these flakes are actually very, very small runes with inscriptions on them.
Oh.
I did not see those before.
Well, because they look like it just like reflections of the gem in the
yeah.
light. But as you shake it up and you look really closely, its inscriptions is just like very evil writing of, you know, the things that would make a lich a lich.
Oh.
Yeah, that is cool looking, but I don't know how well that'll work. I mean, I've never been dizzy before in my life, so I don't think I can. So I don't know if it'll work for this either.
It was a shot.
Michael, why have you sent me this?
You're so
Cause fuck you.
dumb.
Fuck you, that
She's
looks
found
awful.
a piece of trash, and she's decided that it's her new toy.
I got Sabbath a toy that you can fill with catnip, and he very much enjoys it.
That's fantastic.
It's beautiful.
He is
Oh
he
yeah,
is a
on the
drug.
subject of cats, I got right there. You see that? It's a fucking box. It is
Yeah.
perfectly shaped like a little cat house. So it's a cat house now.
That is very good
Yeah.
news. It's
Alex, you don't
fantastic
have a
news.
cat.
I don't
Don't.
know.
Do you have a catfish?
I have 2 catfish. Yes.
All right, well, that's close enough.
You should bet
What are
them
they
right
up
now.
to?
It's the morning. It's daytime right now, so they're hiding. They only come out at night.
What fucking losers.
Well, to be
But I
fair,
also
cats.
understand.
To be fair,
Or-
Sabbath's the
or-
same way.
Or if I put food in the tank, they both go ape shit.
Jackie, I believe my DoorDasher is dropping off your meal before he drops mine off. Because
Nice.
it actually says completing another order nearby, and it shows exactly where your apartment is.
Hmm.
Nice.
Incredible.
All right.
So
But-
where the hell did we see Urinal?
That's a good question.
Where were we when that happened?
Uh,
Were we in Madalaria?
there was still somewhere in Madalaria, but I forget where exactly.
I definitely don't.
If I remember
what the sea
correctly,
creature was.
You were traveling from Madalaria to Vaha.
I think so.
Fuck.
Yeah, because we were gonna try and help take care of the undead situation there, and that's where we fought Big Sans.
Bia.
Big Sand. I forgot about Big Sand.
Well, I can't remember if he even had a name. But he was a skeleton, and he had a blue eye, and he was big, so he's Big Sans.
Yeah. It's true.
Big Sands.
Do-do-do-do. Oh, that's something else I should put on my soundboard, just the first 4 notes of Megalovania.
Doo-doo-doo-doo. Are you enjoying SoundPad?
Perhaps.
Do you have them bound to hotkeys, or are you just like clicking it to run it?
I guess have the little I like hotbar in the soundpad window for now.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I might make some hotkeys for it eventually, but it's hard finding stuff that I'm not using for Final Fantasy XIV when a lot of what I want to do with this is bother my Final Fantasy XIV friends and calls.
Macropad Master Race.
Honestly, I just have Alt and then
Yeah,
my
I'm thinking of
numpad.
getting an extra one. Yeah, maybe, honestly.
Because Alt is my push to talk key anyway, so I just hold down Alt and then I press my numpad and it plays it.
Dope.
Anyway,
Yeah, I've been thinking of getting like a side pad anyway.
actually, Jackie, I think I've got an extra macro pad, the same one Michael has, so I can give you that if you want it.
I have a different one now. I have an actual Macropad.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty dope.
Oh, still, if you don't
It's
want
like
it, I'll take it.
actual.
Oh, nice. Okay.
It does like it's got software where you can set it up, and then the software like bakes the macros into the firmware of the board.
Damn, that's
Like, it
cool. How
doesn't-
much did that
It,
cost?
it doesn't have to go through 2 input wrappers. It was like I got it on sale for like $45 at
not
some
bad.
point.
Not bad.
It's very good. Highly recommend.
Yeah, dope.
I just have an external numpad, but if you use some software, you can make it into a macro pad.
Dope.
Anyway,
Ugh.
yes, so Lich.
Lich.
Fuck.
Glitch.
More like
Fuck.
More like
bitch.
bitch.
I got it.
You're Guinevere. Hello, Guinevere.
So Alberic says, Alberic sort of sits down to think for a second. He says, so what of Melvin? Why is...
I don't know. He seems to just
probably
be really
made,
freaked out about it all.
He probably made a potion of omniscience.
Maybe.
Well, glimpses are created from the memories of those here after time travel.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like Melvin had his memory changed.
Yeah, it
So-
kinda seems like it, but
Perhaps
I don't know
something
how.
like the Lich is using that to their advantage to create glimpses.
Fuck.
Shit.
Cock.
Balls.
Well, I'm glad we're all in agreement. So how do we, prevent that? Think they've been doing
Well, I
it
don't
for,
know.
like, gems?
I don't know. They could be doing it to get the gems back. They could be doing it just to besiege cities or to cause chaos, as liches like to do. But this lich is intelligent, extremely, extremely intelligent. So they must know your next moves. Perhaps
You don't
like
even know our next moves.
perhaps they have an inside man
Pretty
here.
smart.
I'm not sure. I hope they don't. I haven't detected anything. I haven't been actively searching, but I'm sure we would have noticed. But somehow
It's
this lich
cutscene.
knows.
It's the rabbit.
Yeah, definitely.
Somehow
Rabbit.
the lich seems to know more or less what you're doing, where you're going, and it seems like, if my theory is correct, she modified Melvin's memory to create a glimpse.
Seems like it.
Oh,
Lasora doesn't have like detect evil and good or anything going on right now, but I can fix that over here.
Animal.
Yeah,
Yay.
creature. Creature in front of my main monitor. That's not allowed. Go on. Thank you, my love.
How could you?
She's found a loophole. She's going behind it now. And she's parted the blinds on my face. But yeah, we can try to look around. With Lasora's help and see if anything's weird.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we just set up a big zone of truth the size of the whole island and be like, is anyone here a fucking undercover lich dude? Is anyone here an asshole?
So Lasora casts Detect Evil and Good. And is that just like she detects any traces of evil within a certain radius?
For the duration, you know if there's an aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead within 30 feet of you, as well as where the creature is located. Similarly, you know if there is a place or object within 30 feet of you that is that's been magically consecrated or desecrated. So Cardi's shrine, but anything other than that. So basically, she's gonna walk around looking for that. I think Roos is gonna toss up Detect Magic and do the same thing.
So Detect Evil and Good wouldn't work like Detect Magic would. It just tells you if there's an evil creature or place nearby.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Detect Magic wouldn't necessarily... Right, okay. So Detect Evil and Good would not bring anything up.
Okay.
Zone of truth,
Yeah.
then.
One moment. Let me look up something.
What is the range of zone of truth?
Let me see.
So I'm pretty sure Lasora has it, right?
Yes, that's a cleric spell.
It's 10 minutes, 60,
Yep.
15-foot radius.
Alright.
So yeah, get everyone in the tavern and be like, alright, is anyone evil? Or working for evil? Or just in general an asshole? And yes, we must bring Pepsi there. He must answer as well.
Pepsi must answer for his crimes.
One moment. Okay. So, you all kind of like gathered together. Weirs, you have Detect Magic up and running. So other than obvious sources of magic like the Holy Water River and stuff like that, you do detect a very, very faint trace of divination.
Oh, what? ¿Dónde? ¿Dónde está?
But it's weird because it feels like it's masked. Like, the magic itself seems like it's veiled, almost, where you can detect that it's very close by, but it also feels like it's very far away.
Fucking Lich can't make anything easy. Also, my habit burger is here. I will BRB.
Okay.
God damn it.
God damn it.
Fucking witch.
So suplex the dragon, suplex the sea monster,
Fun word of fucking-
suplex the rabbit, and then we have all 5 gems.
Are you really convinced it's a rabbit?
Finally take down.
He was convinced that
Metasonic.
Weirs was a lizard person, and look at him now.
Listen. I was wrong about the lizard person. I was not wrong just in general about him being something else.
What the fuck?
hear a word of that. I was complaining about Weir's being a lizard.
Yeah, same. We didn't hear you. Michael's complaining about Weir's being a lizard.
Understandable. He left it at the neighbor's, like at 2:01.
Oh.
God.
Oh, he just dropped mine off too, so I'll be right back.
Everyone's getting food except me.
Consume this ass. Oh,
I am not within dining range of that ass.
that's.
Uh-oh, cat thief.
It's fine, there's nothing in that bag. Oh. That's a good chicken nugget.
I don't really think there's even if I did want to order food, there's just nowhere near me that has good chicken to my knowledge. I've heard that surprisingly, Burger King's chicken sandwiches are phenomenal.
Really?
Yeah, I actually brought this up to Grant. I'm like, hey, you always crave Chick-fil-A on Sundays. I've heard that fucking Burger King's chicken sandwiches are amazing. You should try one of those. And he's like, yeah, I've tried them. They're really good. So I don't know, next time you crave a chicken sandwich on Sunday, maybe get Burger King.
Perhaps.
I remember when I was
Honestly, I prefer,
little.
like nuggets and tendies to sandwiches. Chicken sandwiches are still good, don't get me wrong.
When I was little, Burger King had like those chicken tenders that were fucking god tier. What happened to those? They were so good.
What happened?
Burger King's chicken tenders that they had like when at the time we were kids.
Their chicken fries were really good when I was young.
They had like these little chicken tenders. It's like at one point they were like shaped like little crowns.
I don't remember those.
They were I fucking loved those shits. They were awesome. They just kind of got rid of them at some point.
Also, you were right. This is very good.
I'm very glad.
Fuck you both. But yeah, Lich. What's this masked evil? Do we know where it is?
Mm,
We just know that it's nearby somewhere.
It's here somewhere. Probably.
it feels like it's coming from like the middle of everybody, like where everyone is.
I'm half convinced it's the rabbit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Where'd we get the rabbit? Where'd the rabbit come from? Actually,
Wild Surge.
Wild Surge.
Well, okay, so you see, instead of creating a rabbit out of thin air, maybe it teleported the Lich's pet rabbit to us.
And Weirs, as you walk around, it sort of becomes stronger and weaker and stronger and weaker, until you realize it feels the strongest when you're standing close to your party.
Alright.
Unfortunate.
Look at Card Knock.
Oh, shoot. Hang on. 1 second, I'm on cat removal duty first, duty second. Yeah, honestly, is it especially weird around Card Knocks? I'm gonna try and be subtle about definitely investigating Card Knocks.
Actually, yes, it does feel especially strong near Card Knocks.
Alright. I'm gonna keep my mouth shut about that just for right now.
Not even gonna tell me? Or
I'm
Lasora?
not in the middle of absolutely everything. I have a plan.
Oh god.
Alex, we're gonna kill you.
Alright. Time's up, boys.
Yeah, but 1 second.
Well, wait. Is it gonna be the wait.
What?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
It's the gems. Because Card Knocks has the gems.
The gems are in a different dimension.
Well, yeah, that's why I figured that's what the masking stuff you're talking about.
It's different
was.
than the gems. The gems would very much be the school of necromancy.
Well, then Card Knocks is an asshole.
We
Yeah.
knew that already.
Anyway, the point is, I'm keeping my mouth shut about that. For now, I'm just gonna say, yeah, there's definitely something going on around here, and it's got its eye on us, but I can't tell exactly where it's coming from. But I do think it is mostly kind of focused on us and not so much anyone else. I think they seem mostly okay. We can still try the Zone of Truth on them, though.
Oh boy.
Oh my god, fucking Zoom.
She's dumb.
Hmm.
You want a zone of truth?
I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
if it's on us, then what use would it be?
We can just do it. We can just do it like on everyone in the tavern. Like maybe in a couple of different casts, just to ask some basic questions.
Okay, what are you asking?
Well, I was mostly saying, like if these guys still want to do it, that would be how we do it.
Ah, okay.
Does that sound good?
I don't know. I don't care. You are a magic bitch.
I'm all for Zone of Truth because I love Zone of Truth.
Yeah. We can just do, I guess because we might as well, because we got everyone gathered up anyway. We can just do some, like a cast or three, because like however as many, like however many is needed. And like over the course of that, just ask, I just ask all the assorted NPCs, just some basic questions. You're like, hey, I was like a simple yes or no. Like you're not specifically, like under any suspicion, but we kind of gotta like narrow some shit down. Like, have you, like if you've been like like working against us or like giving information about like anyone who kind of sort of wants us dead, etc., etc. Just basic stuff like that, pretty much. I guess yes or no. Are you spying on us? If we can, just maybe slightly more eloquently. We just go through everyone who's willing to line up.
Okay. I mean,
People who
pretty
want
much everybody, but like fucking Lionel's father would be willing to. Honestly, I'd probably say Verlin wouldn't really want to line up either because he's like, I'm like,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, he just got here. I don't care about him.
But
Well, yeah, but before he got here, Melvin wasn't having weird ass visions. Fuck him. He lines up.
Fucking he lines up.
okay.
Correlation always equals causation.
All right. So you guys are. So you cast Zone of Truth, and you just kind of collect everybody up together. And
As many people will fit into one cast. We get a yes or no from them, and then we just move on to the next group, however many casts we need.
okay. So yeah, you do that. And it seems like pretty much everybody in the town, like nobody says they're working against you. Everybody can confidently say, no, they have not been working against you. No, they have not been giving information to anybody else.
Yep.
And to be totally fair, most people in the town don't really even know what you're doing. Other than
Yeah.
like, seeing you come in and out and, the occasional like, hey, this place is super dangerous. You need to get the fuck out. Or, hey, we're swarming this place with a bunch of royal guard or whatever.
Yeah, pretty much.
But most people don't know what the fuck you're doing. So most people are just kind of confused. And it seems like you can get through pretty much everybody. At least pretty much all the citizens of the town without any issue at all.
Alright, cool. So yeah.
It's no one brought in,
Yeah.
apparently.
I'm gonna go get my burger real quick.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Chicken numkin. Swordman has the fucking zooms. Oh. It's a dumb fucking cat right there. Alright, but yeah,
I'm gonna keep myself half muted while I eat, but I'm still listening.
okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm if the sword didn't find anything in the townsfolk, then I'm basically just good to let it go with that. But yeah. Unless like anyone else has anything else that they want to do right now to investigate.
I don't know what I did to investigate. Like, Claire's untruthful. It's untrue. I mean, Claire know like fighting against, like Grant said, like half, if not like almost, like none of these people know what the hell's going on. So, so I can't really think of anything.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, then if either of you guys anything, like have anything else that you want to do, then I'll just say like like we'll probably go spy, burgers, do whatever else we're gonna do for the day. Once everyone's like relatively split off, I'm gonna try and get like Lionel and Lasora, and like talk to them without card knocks. Just if I, you're
Zoom.
so stupid. Just if I can. Yeah. And I'm just gonna pull them aside somewhere and say, hey, so I was kind of maybe not entirely accurate before. Something does have its eye on us, but it's whatever it is. It's most focused on Cardinox, and I don't want to say that that he's doing anything or anything. It's just that whatever it is definitely focused on him. Maybe just because he's got the gems. I just kind of wanted to, you know, say it away from him so it doesn't think we're onto it. And I feel bad for leaving him out of the loop. So I can still tell him if you think it's a good idea.
Well, honestly, as weird as this sounds, I do trust Cardnox.
Yeah. Yeah,
So I'm
same.
thinking...
Yeah, I think...
You say it could be the gems, but those are in the pockets of holding, aren't they? So they're technically in another dimension. Does the magic work that way?
I don't think what I was sensing was the gems. It was some kind of like divination, like watching stuff magic. So maybe it's like watching Cardinox because she knows that she was the one carrying the gems around. In the...
So she could be scrying on him.
Maybe.
Is there anything we can do to stop that?
I don't know. Thinking about it, Zora could probably try and dispel magic.
I'm back.
Like if she's able to like find it. Like sense like the same I'd say like magic fuckery around Cardnox, then she could try to dispel it. We could try that. We'd have to let him know about it, but yeah, we could try it.
Sure.
You are very helpful.
Well, what?
Nothing. It's just funny.
Spent the first 2 hours of this session doing things while you guys didn't do things. You guys do things.
Fair enough.
Can do. Yeah, so I'm gonna go over to Cardinox. Like with Lasora as well. I'll just keep her around as my, you know, there's like extra bag of spell slots for right now.
Okay.
We can basically update him. I would say like, you know, yeah, so kind of sensed some weird divination magic around you specifically. So I'm assuming you're not actually like super evil and trying to kill us all. We probably want to dispel that. Is that cool? Creature.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. It was something I sensed earlier. I wasn't super sure of it, but I do think that whatever's watching us is mostly focused on you. I think it
Well-
might be because you're the one holding onto the gems in that bag, so she really wants to keep an eye on you.
Honestly, that's a smart deduction. I don't think I can really deny that. You might be onto something here.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well-
so I kind of didn't mention it at first because I didn't want her to think that we were totally onto her, but I think it might be a better idea to try and actually get rid of that.
And if you want to try being my guest, I don't know,
Mhm.
sort of a work, once of a shot, if I'll make everyone here feel a bit safer, then go right ahead.
Yeah, Lasora can do fucking
Just let me do it.
uh,
No,
dispel magic.
Okay, 1 second.
you should take the coat off first, so you don't, you know. Should I take the coat off first? Do you think? I don't know how that works. This thing.
Might
I
as well
I think it'd be fine, but it can't hurt.
get everything, just all of your physical possessions off of you.
Yeah,
Anything magical, I'll just sit to the side and
yeah, and then
just me first. If anything else.
Okay.
yeah,
Something
and
else.
yeah, and I'll say just because I don't think we're really doing too much else super crazy today. Allosaurus is gonna use a 6th level spell slot for that dispel magic.
Okay. So Lasora casts Dispel Magic, and as she does, you hear a loud crack of thunder.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
Um,
She didn't.
and Cardinox lights up red. His eyes turn red, his tentacles turn red.
Stop it. Go away.
If he had a disguise on, it immediately gets dropped. Cardinox turns red, and this bolt of red lightning jumps from Cardinox to Lasora.
Oh.
And Lasora immediately takes 49 necrotic damage.
Holy shit!
Oh.
Oh,
that's
Interesting.
bad. I'm assuming that's.
Yeah, that's yeah, that's bad.
I do not know what that is. I swear.
I have to do hang on math.
That's a lot of damage.
does Weirs happen to know dispel magic?
No. I deliberately did not take dispel magic on Weirs.
All right. Well, I have an anti-magic. I have a bucket of anti-magic slime.
And I think
Alright,
you
I'm
are
just gonna
begging.
fucking Nickelodeon slime Lasora.
Okay.
Nickelodeon Slime Lasora or Cardinox?
It's the shit moved over to Lasora, didn't it?
No, she just got struck by a fuck off amount of lightning.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
never mind. Never mind. I thought it transferred over to Lasora.
No.
Yeah, same. I thought the same thing.
Okay, no. She just got zapped really hard.
How the fuck?
Okay, so Nickelodeon slime the squid then.
I mean, no. If dispel. I mean, did dispel magic like fail? Like, what happened?
Well, obviously, if it's still there.
Yeah,
Apparently-
I'll throw up detect magic of my own. Is it still there?
It's still extremely faint.
But where is it? Is it still like?
It's still on Cardinox, yes.
It's not
Yep.
because all of his physical belongings are off of him, so it's on him himself.
Specifically in his head.
Okay. Well, that's more specific, yeah.
Cardinox, this might burn you alive. Get in the holy water river.
Fine. Not so, I'm not on a holy creature, right? I think it's
You're
fine,
hilarious. Get in the river.
I want to call it racist, but I'm not one to
just-
talk.
just make sure you dunk your head. That might be the
Fine,
important
I'll
part.
just lay flat at the bottom of the river. How about that?
You're a
That could work.
squid. Yeah.
I'm just gonna fucking fall backwards into it dramatically, just sink to the bottom.
Okay. So you lay down in the river, and as you lay your head underneath, the water around your head begins to like boil.
Oh, I don't like this. No, no, thank you.
Oh God! Hold your head under, bitch.
And as soon are you gonna fully submerge your head?
I'm gonna try.
As you fully submerge your head, once again your eyes glow red. And you all see another big flash of this red energy. All of the water in the river has now evaporated. It is now a dry riverbed.
What the fuck?
Oh,
Pardon me, but what the fuck?
I agree wholeheartedly. What the fuck?
Just sit under the dishes, stick around like, how's that possible? It's endless.
I don't know.
All right.
I don't know. That's weird. That's
Bro
bad.
card
That's
knocks
really
off the edge.
Just banish me?
bad. Yes.
I mean, you
Punishment.
are a danger to
Banishment.
yourself and
Gone
others.
forever.
You are currently an extreme danger to yourself and others.
That is, as they say, bad.
We're out of holy water because of you.
We're out of water.
Shit!
Albrecht comes outside wondering what's going on. He goes, "Oh shit!"
I know, right?
Ah,
It's
shit.
horrible. It's horrible.
Bad. Things are bad.
Things are very, very bad.
Mm-hmm. So I think the Lich is kind of spying on Cardinox, and there's some kind of
I think
weird
spying is
protective
an
magic on him.
I think spying is an understatement at this point.
Yeah, there's some kind of weird protective magic on him that just kind of absolutely blasts the ever living fuck out of well, anything that tries to get rid of it.
Would you like to
And
try to get rid of
Lasora,
it?
on like 1/3 of her HP, just says, "Yeah."
Albrecht goes,
Maybe don't. I think he's kind of had the ever living fuck blasted out of him enough for one lifetime.
He says, "Well, I don't really know what to do. I'm not much of a master in the art of good versus evil. I just know magic."
We also
Yeah.
don't know what to do.
I mean, if there's nothing we can do about it, I guess just keep doing what we're already doing.
Well,
That doesn't seem like a good idea.
if the Lich is
Or what else can we do?
spying on you, what else can you do?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. If there's nothing we can do to stop her, then let's, just keep doing what we're already doing. Just be ready for her.
Albrecht sort of shrugs and says, "Well, you should be prepared to fight her again, because, like I've said, she can just come back."
Well, every time we plan something, we're gonna have to get Cardnox away from us so she can't hear.
Alright, social
Hopefully.
isolation again.
Yeah. Again.
Sorry, Cardinox.
We don't have. What do we do about the river?
I don't know.
Let me walk out of the bank and see if it comes back.
Let you what?
I'm gonna walk out of the riverbank and see if it just starts flowing again or if it's completely
It
totally fucked.
evaporated.
No, all the water fucking evaporated.
Well, I kind of hoped it would come back, but can't we just flip the lever again?
I don't know. I don't know where the
Well,
river is.
We could try. but
Maybe,
that's forever
but
away.
that's quite a ways away, yeah.
Oh, okay, good point.
And by that I mean I don't fucking remember where that Illithid dungeon was.
Honestly, yeah.
Send Albrecht to do it.
Yeah. Lasora can try and do a few casts of fucking create water. Get out. Go away.
Think you
leave,
need a
exit,
lot
vacate,
for
you
a
are
river.
banned.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I can still say if it like starts, we can do like 3 casts to get like, I get like 30 gallons of water. And just see if like that's able to come, like come back when it falls off the edge.
Okay. Well, yeah. So you do cast create water, and as soon as it goes off the edge, there's like some invisible magic that just teleports it back up, and it like kind of repopulates the stream.
Okay, Pog.
But there's barely enough for it to even like get back to the edge because it's like 30 gallons of water in a river.
So we're going to need one of those bottomless water buckets from Terraria.
Well, we can.
Yeah, and this water back.
Hang on, I have to do
You have your alchemical jug. You can make a mayonnaise river.
4 times 3 plus 5 times 2. I can make up to 310 more gallons of water with her current spell slots.
Well, that's better than nothing.
Do it.
That's
Right,
probably
like,
enough to at
that's
least get
pretty
it kind of flowing.
Womp
How
womp.
many gallons of water was in the river to begin with?
Fuck if I know.
Figure it out,
If
Dungeon
nothing else, we
Master.
can devote some effort to it later as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah, absolutely fuck if I know, but probably a lot. But either way, yeah, 300 gallons would be enough to like maybe make it into like a creek kind of thing where it would be trickling sort of thing. So, I mean, yeah, that'd be enough where you could have water for the town. Damn, the sword could make 300 fucking gallons of water. Holy shit.
She can do more than that. I just already used some of her spell slots for other shit.
Oh, right. God damn.
Yeah, because basically it's like create and destroy water. It's like 10 gallons of water, like per like level of the spell. It's like a second level would be 20, third would be 30, etc.
Oh, cool.
Huh.
Thanks, Fry.
Shut.
Thanks, Fry.
Hot dog.
Shut.
Border.
Dog, French fries.
God.
Come on, baby, tell me
Tell
your
me your
lies.
lie. Side to
Up,
side.
down,
these-
side to
these
side. These skeletons are now alive.
Guys, it's been like
Michael,
2
you're
hours
making a
since I
meme
pet this
song
cat.
about skeletons. Stop being a baby. Baby. Alright, but yeah.
So here's an idea
Yeah.
Mhm.
that I will not say in character with Cardnox around. We could go to the Magic College.
If nothing else, you could always just ask Cardnox to leave before we share this.
Yeah,
Like,
but I'm
Cardnox,
asking out
leave.
of character what you think of the idea. Go to the fucking
Unless
prissy
you're
ass
specifically
Magic
asking
College.
Alex, we can go away.
Go
You are
away,
banned
Keith.
from the premises. You have
See
spilled
what your
water
shirt-
upon my desk.
I have
What?
never in my life seen a cat more dead set on ruining your dinner. She fucking eats every. I still can't believe she ate your donuts. That was the funniest thing. You were so excited to get those donuts. You like, just goddamn it, Guinevere.
Fucking. Hang on.
She's just staring.
Keep going. I just have to clean up the water that she has spilled on my belongings
Oh
Oh
my
my
God.
god.
in her escape. Yes, I'm using a beanie instead of a towel because I can't be bothered to get up for one. Keep going. Whatever it
Alright.
is you were saying.
No, fucking Michael was asking about the plan.
Exactly, what were you saying, Michael?
I was thinking Magic College. Go there. See what very, very high level magic people have to say about this and what they could do.
Yeah, we can try that.
Okay.
Alternatively, we have a wish spell.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
We could stop the campaign right now and just end the Lich.
Honestly, that's not even a bad idea. I wish that lichant.
Yeah, that would be
Yeah, kicking
take a
balls
week
to
off
Grant.
for Grant to think of repercussions of you wishing the Lich away. Or take 3 weeks off for Grant to very quickly write the new campaign.
Or we could just wish, like, hey, we wish the fucking Lich could never ever spy on us or do this kind of bullshit again. Or we could wish for $1 million and get really fucked up.
Goddamn
You
fucking
obtain
right.
1 million US dollars. They are
Yeah.
worthless.
I wish for more wish spells.
I wish-
What's stopping that? What's stopping me from doing that?
10 wizards, all named Wish Spell, attack you.
No, I know a lawyer, okay? I will contract.
Okay.
Like, I wish the words on this paper would
Okay,
come
but
true.
Okay, but to actually answer the question of what's stopping you, it'd be the same thing stops like level 17 plus wizards who can just have wish on their spell list from casting it for absolutely everything, and that's that. Like every time you cast wish for anything other than like duplicating the effect of a lower level spell than it, you have a 1 in 3 chance of never being able to cast wish again.
Oh, what,
True.
seriously?
Yep.
Shit.
Well, and also with this, you have a 1 in 1 chance of never being able to use that again because you only
Yeah.
get one use. But yeah, still.
Yeah, but still, if you wished for like more wish scrolls, eventually we would all be unable to cast wish anyway. So.
Oh, true.
But we could get really lucky though.
I
And
would
we
have
have a
fucking
bunch-
risked
and
it.
if we wish for a bunch of wish scrolls or wish tears, whatever the fuck it is, and just spread them out through Moontown, or just like give them to someone else, like, hey, we need you to wish for this thing. We just break the whole fucking campaign right now.
Do it. I dare you.
Destroy it. Don't dare me.
I dare you.
Don't use the fucking wishing tear, you motherfucker.
Why not?
Because it isn't any more important.
What's more important than this lich right now?
Fair enough. Have a nice night.
Mm-hmm. Go up to fucking.
I wish all of the gods were here to personally kick this lich's ass.
Oh, you know what? I guess in some way I did have Thormac in this campaign because Sora made a
yeah.
Thormac statue.
Yeah.
Because I was about to say fucking Thormac the god comes down from the heavens and thanks Lasora for creating such a wonderful statue in his honor. The god of piracy.
I want to use this wish
That's a
spell.
good
I just can't think of any way to use this wish spell that's not going to destroy the campaign.
It's almost like we shouldn't have been given a wish spell.
Yes, but
who
I'm
the
bad.
fuck gave-
Yeah,
Who the fuck gave us this wish spell?
it's not too late to retcon it. We
No.
haven't really
Oh,
acknowledged
it's
it or
too
done
late.
anything with it.
No,
too
you
late.
get a wish spell.
It's too late.
Well, I'm already in the process of writing a new campaign, so I'm closing up this campaign, but I still want to try to draw it out for at least a month. At least a month or two. Ideally, we'll try to start the new campaign around the start of the new year.
Okay.
But I might also
Yeah,
need a
these
few weeks
niggas are
off to
moved in and situated.
prep. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, I wonder if Aaron has heard any word from Claremont.
I'm gonna fucking piss on him, I swear to God.
Yeah, because if he
You asked
hasn't,
for a
then y'all
real
should...
question.
Yeah, if he hasn't, then y'all need to figure out alternate plans. Or if it doesn't work out, then y'all need to figure out alternate plans, rather. Fucking Aaron. Alright, well, we can leave off here if y'all want, or if y'all want to do other things, we can do those things.
I literally can't think of anything else to do right now.
I really
I'm
want to
trying
try to find some solution to this problem.
Yeah, but you can try and port down to that magic college and go see.
see what the fuck is going on.
You see if there's anyone there who could possibly.
Like, hey, could you fix our squid?
Yeah.
Squid,
No
squid
way.
machine broke.
You are banned from the premises.
Alright, give me a second to use the restroom, and then we can.
Squid
Sorry, I've
machine
been drinking
broke.
a shit ton because voices.
The law is broke. The law of this household. You're doing your she's sitting right there. Look at her.
I see her.
You're doing your
Look
crime.
at her eyes.
You're doing evil, evil deeds. She's horrible. I know what. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna go go feed her real quick to see if she leaves me alone, and also get that milkshake back out of the freezer.
Torturing myself by looking at DoorDash. What the fuck is Hooties? Hooties Burger Bar. Is that Hooters? That sounds like a cover up for Hooters. You can DoorDash from fucking PetSmart? You can DoorDash from fucking PetSmart.
Oh my god.
It's kind of awesome, though.
It's kind of cool.
What? You can just DoorDash Halloween costumes for your dog.
Yo!
We're in the future.
Trongle dits.
Grant, I'm torturing myself looking at DoorDash. You can just DoorDash Halloween costumes for your dog. Look,
What the fuck? Is
you
that
can
PetSmart?
yeah,
Incredible.
we're in the future and it's starting to show.
Yeah, it is.
Jackie, you're muted.
I'm aware.
Guys, what about ducks?
Quack.
Mm-mm.
Hang on, does PetSmart have anything for ducks? Small, bird. Ducks
you
are birds, I
DoorDash a
think.
duck?
We
Can you
DoorDash a
DoorDash
duck.
a duck? I mean, hang
Sure, I
on.
could probably DoorDash, like, cooked duck.
Duck. Search for duck. No, the only result for duck is PetSmart.
Oh yeah, Habit has bomb-ass milkshakes. They're like McDonald's shakes, but not sickeningly sweet.
Noted.
I like them. Okay, I have a hell of a fucking headache. So we can finish up soon, preferably. But
Like I said, I think it's all fucked up because it melted on the way here and then I stuck it in the fridge, but it tastes
Fair.
good.
Can I
So
just
y'all
wish
can
that my-
portal
I just wish
port-
that my unarmed attacks do like 1,000,000 D10 damage.
I don't believe you can do that.
Become one. I can do whatever the fuck I want. It's a wish spell.
Your unarmed attacks do 1,000,000 D10 damage. You immediately die upon trying to masturbate.
Ah! Who will win? 1,000,000 D10 damage or the dragon dick?
Anyway.
Disgusting. Look at you.
um,
Stop it.
so y'all are gonna voop down to
Sure.
Rilsk.
She's evil.
Get
out. Get out. Vacate the premises.
Her premise.
Thank
Fuck
God.
off.
Now.
She does not fucking learn. So y'all get to Rilsk. And then you're gonna just promptly fuck off to Samney? Okay.
I'll become a-
Alright. So y'all get to Samney, land of the mildly racist yet incredibly intelligent magical elf college. Big fuck off college campus. It is very pretty, very nice. Y'all have seen it before. You haven't really been there before. But either way, there's an animal. Either way, you guys get to the college campus. And upon, I guess, just entering the campus, there are these like wizard guards who just are sort of chilling outside. And as you approach, they just say,
I'm
"What can
also
we do
gonna
for
assume
you?"
This guy's as an elf.
Same here.
"Okay,
I will
Hey,
disguise-
hey,
I
what
will
can we do
disguise
for
as
you?"
I will disguise as a full elf because people are racist and I'm a half elf
It's true.
with my masquerade tattoo.
Fuck
There
her.
she goes again.
But yeah, so we're all elves.
Okay.
Yeah,
Totally
we're all
elves.
normal.
Elves.
We're all normal elves.
Elves and
Nothing to
Masora.
see here.
The guard at the gate says, "What can I do for each of you?"
Fuck do we tell them? How do we explain this?
I'm letting magic bitch go.
Well, we were hoping there was somewhere either we could consult with an expert. We're looking to have a really powerful, we think scrying spell dispelled.
Interesting. Well, very well. Yeah, you may go in. Go down 3 buildings, take a left. Oh, and by the way, your disguises don't really work here.
So he
fair
knows
enough.
Have a good day.
he's a fucking illithid,
nose of a shot. Whatever.
and he doesn't care.
No,
He's probably
Alright.
seen.
it's a
so much-
magic school. He sees shit every day.
I
He's
kind of
probably
figured that
seen so
wouldn't
much.
work.
He's like,
I
whatever. I
was-
don't give a fuck anymore.
Like, I was literally thinking, like, even if Cartnox is disguised, if someone has to look at him, like, about this scry spell, they're gonna see through it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
it's a magic school. They see weird shit all the time. They probably have a few illithids working here, actually.
What the
Okay.
fuck?
Yeah, but I'll just
Okay.
drop mine and say, okay, yeah, thanks.
Saying,
I can't wait to enter the fucking building and Spider-Man meeting a group of like 5 elephants just
Hey!
staring at each other. You!
Hey.
Hey!
You'll love to see it.
I love to see it. Squid to squid communication.
Squid to squid conversation.
my God.
I remember saying that there was a very powerful wizard here. I do not remember his name. I'm sure I didn't write it down, but let me find.
We might still have it written
It's
down.
okay.
Wizard.
We don't remember it either.
No, not that one.
Tormorn.
Was it?
Tormorn.
Cool.
Yeah, I have it written in here in our notes. Possible level 9 magic users. Tormorn and Samney. Racist, probably.
All right. All right. Cool.
Yeah, we just gotta assume the racism part because Samney.
Fair.
Yeah.
And you guys head in, and you go 3 buildings down on the left, and there is just this. It's a rather unremarkable building, but as you open the door, it's like fucking TARDIS bigger on the inside kind of shit. Where you open it and it's like this grand hall that's obviously 10 times the size of the building that you just walked into. And there are all sorts of different magical apparatuses around the walls. I mean, it's like some true Hogwarts kind of shit, but with a lot more science built in as well than just like pure, books and shit like that. It is a sight to behold, truly, especially for probably you and Weirs and Cardinox, because y'all are constantly looking to learn more about magic, and you see this and you're like, whoa.
I'm going to live here now.
And down at the end of the hallway is a dwarf.
Dope.
Who is just kind of casually looking around at stuff. You realize that he is in fact levitating off the ground.
He likes to feel tall.
He likes to feel.
Good for him.
Well, it's more because these apparatuses are built for elves, and he's a dwarf, so he just kind of floats to do all of his work instead of having to worry about a stool.
He likes to feel tall.
And he sort of turns and he sees each of you and goes, "Who are you?"
Well, hi. I'm Weirs. This is this is Lionel, and Quinn. We were told
He's
to.
an elephant. You don't need his fake name.
It's just force of habit for him at this point. But
Yeah. Fair. It's probably like ingrained. Like
yeah,
Exotic.
yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. So we were told to come down here. We came here. I came here hoping to meet with someone who could dispel a really, really strong scrying spell. We've tried, but it kind of zapped our friend with lightning.
A really strong. You came all the way to me to dispel a scrying spell?
Listen.
And to be fair, we tried, but it zapped us with
Twice.
lightning.
So
And
this
it
is.
evaporated an entire river.
There's no non-weird way to say this. We had a river of holy water, and when he submerged himself in it, it evaporated the entire river.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now you piqued my interest.
Or just some curse or something.
Yeah, something like that.
And he kind of floats over to you and says, how did you say his name was? Tormorn?
Tormorn.
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 With a
Torbjorn
P?
Overwatch.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It was Torbjorn.
That.
Okay.
Tormorn.
He says, Tormorn Lightning Toes at your service.
Lightning toes.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Hello.
Oh, your lightning toes.
No. And he says, you show me your squid toes.
I don't think I have any of those.
By the way, when I said exotic, I was talking about you. But you're fairly exotic too. And he pointed at Weirs first.
Get that up. You don't. Well, it's a welcome compliment compared to the normal screaming and hate crimes.
Yeah, honestly.
And he says, I see illithids all the time. Now, you, Sir Weirs, you're a little more unique.
Oh,
Interesting. But
thanks.
either way, I think our bigger problem is you, my friend.
Obviously.
Usually is.
Yeah, we've
Usually, yeah. I can't even deny that.
yeah, we've kind of got me figured out. I think his problem's more urgent.
Very urgent, considering he almost killed one of us.
Yeah.
All right. Well, first things first.
Thorigus chimes in. Yeah.
You, Quinn, which I'm sure is absolutely your real name. Please have a seat. And he says, before I do anything,
Yes.
as you should know, the most dangerous thing about the part about magic is the unknown. So before I do any magic, I need the unknown to become known. Tell me everything. Well, at least everything that matters.
Alright, well, I'm gonna manage to evolve into this situation, well, I'm seeing a trustworthy individual, and my friends here are, well, fine and dandy giving away the plethora of information we've gathered while traveling. I'm more than happy to.
If nothing else, you can give him a gist.
I will give them the gist. So basically,
And if we need more details, we can go into it for you.
this start, like, quite frankly, it's all started because I started dealing with quite the, lich.
Yeah.
It's all stems from the lich.
With
First,
a
we had to deal with,
lich?
like, a lich.
A lich.
There are
Yeah.
no... I don't know of any liches around these parts.
Well, we didn't
Oh,
know
there
of
is
any
one.
either until
Oh, we fought
recently.
it the other day. It was
Yeah.
technically on the other side of the continent.
Yeah, and we
Next to
have
this guy.
and we have two of his phylacteries
Right.
in our
Yeah.
possession because we hate ourselves and live dangerously.
You have a lich's
There-
phylactery here.
Two of them. Well, not
Where?
here. They're in a bag of holding.
Okay,
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna hold
We-
the
we
coat
will
out
not
and
take
make it
them out.
entirely. I will
Alright.
not take them out.
Do not take them out.
They're staying in the
Take
pocket.
them out.
Okay.
No, I'm not taking them out. This man is very nice. I am not able to screw him over. So we got one from, like, I assume it's some kind of skeleton juggernaut, and the other one was killed. The other one was dropped from the lich.
So you fought it. You defeated it.
Yep.
So yeah, the skeleton's no more. Apparently the lich is still well and fine and dandy. They just got, I don't know what the hell happened to the lich when you killed them. I
Well-
guess they vanished for a period of
It's
time.
got 5 phylacteries and we only have 2 of them.
Yeah, there's 5.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I
so-
can stop you there.
Yeah, so we were kind of planning on getting the other 3, but then we found out that he's scrying on us, then we tried to remove the scrying, and well, we already told you what happened then.
Yeah.
He says, I don't... Liches don't just appear. He says, in order for one to become a lich, first they must be an extremely powerful user of magic.
Well, that's quite obvious.
And he says, well, and I mean extremely powerful.
Oh,
I am what I would call one of the most effective users of magic in this world, and I don't know if I'm powerful enough to become a lich.
well, if you want any indication how powerful they are, they're able to speak as just one of our companions, and they drop dead on the spot.
He says, dear. Well, he says, I don't know of anybody else in the world who's even remotely as powerful with magic as I am.
Yeah, considering it took 7 of us, I think 8 of us even get the lich to the retreat. Yeah.
Yeah, we have just heard in passing about a couple other people kind of on your level, at least I think, but
Who?
we don't really know much about any of them.
Who what? Sorry.
Who, like he says to Weirs who?
Out of character, I completely forget their names.
What's the question? Who what?
Who are the other really strong magic people?
Valeri, that crafty bitch from Guido.
Oh yeah, that's Cardinox's girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, her. Yeah, her, and I want to say there was someone else we found, but I can't
No,
remember.
we only have those 2 listed, Tormorn and
Nope, just
Valeri.
them. Okay, yeah. So
What if it's Valeri? What if the lich is Valeri?
I said that like 2 minutes ago in the dumbasses chat.
Oh, I'm not looking at that, sorry.
And
Oh, yeah, so you did.
Tormorn says, so, Quinn,
Yes.
why you? Why out of everybody in this party, when one of your party members are made of magic, and one of them knows, no offense to you, but knows nothing about magic, I'm sure your talents the rest otherwise, why are you the one that gets some form of scrying applied to you?
Oh, my only suggestion is because I'm one holding two of the phylacteries that belong to the Lich, and second, it could be my affinity with the I'm gonna put it like turns. I'm gonna put it
You're a
like-
warlock, I know that. I'm not an
Yeah,
idiot.
if my affinity in the forbidden, let's put it that way.
Oh yeah, he's super sketchy, but we like him anyway.
Yeah, we do trust him, strangely enough, but he is him.
I am him. Bit of the old god, dark god worship going on. You know, warlock powers and all that.
Oh, of course. You know, I don't question it. Not my cup of tea, but everybody has their own way of
You
magic.
have to work. You gotta work with wherever you find where I'm
Yeah,
from.
mine just kind of happened.
I like you.
You kind of have it.
Thanks, I like you too.
Well, in my case, you just gotta work with whatever you find, and the first thing I found was how to make a pact with a god. So here I am.
And he just sort of investigates you a little more, Cardnox, and he says, whenever this was applied to you, well, he just sort of thinks and says, the magic within you is not the magic of a lich.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, it's extremely powerful magic, obviously, but not the magic of a lich. It's more the magic of a humanoid acting as a lich, if that makes sense. Like if I tried to cast a spell right now, that would be a lich's spell. That would essentially be what it is. Lich magic has its own way of magic. It's like a different form of magic, a different world of magic. Because liches themselves use their souls and the souls of others for their magic. So it would be different, and I know I've encountered a lich before. I know what lich magic is like, and this is not it.
so we're dealing with a pseudo lich, pretty much.
Well, not necessarily. If you've killed it, as you say you have, and you're still encountering it, obviously it's a lich. But
Well, we haven't seen them since. We did watch them pretty much, if I recall, they did just kind of disintegrate and vanish.
well, they can't scry on you if they're dead.
And obviously they're not dead. I don't know what they could be.
Well, it seems like this spell was cast on you before they became a lich, is my theory.
Interesting. I don't remember ever
So,
calling that.
have you...
Hilarious.
So, could you have encountered the lich before they became a lich?
I have a theory.
I think we did bump into that person actually, yeah.
So,
Yeah,
on the
multiple times.
subject of earlier, you asked of the other magic, the very powerful magic user that we'd heard of. It
Yeah,
was
we
a
tried to-
woman named
go ahead.
Valeri. We met
Yeah.
her in Guidol.
I think I've heard of her. More of a rogue wizard.
Well, she
Yeah, we kind
cast
of
a
bumped into her
spell.
without hearing that she was anything special, so.
Oh wait, actually, we kind of bumped. Didn't we bump into her before time travel, or was
We
it
did.
after?
I'm pretty sure it was before.
We met like earlier on, yeah.
She cast a spell on Cardnox at one point that knocked him out. I guess it could have been that, but that was a long time ago.
Oh,
But also not.
And I'm not
What's the?
really sure what she would have wanted from him yet because we weren't really doing anything to mess with her. Not that that wasn't it. I just don't get it.
He just sort of shrugs and says, well, if you're implying that this Valeri could be the lich, then that's something obviously very important for myself to look into and for presumably you to look into.
But yes.
Maybe. We don't really know. But maybe.
Well, I don't know. I mean, realistically, something like this would have taken a huge amount of power. It would not be used lightly. It would not be used on just anybody. I mean, it would be the effect of me casting Wish right now. It's not something that I could just do every single day. Would be something that needs a lot of forethought, something that needs planning, and something that this Valeri wouldn't do just willy nilly.
I'm sure if there's a reasoning. I don't know what her reasoning is, but it's a reasoning.
So it could have been if she had a chance to cast a spell on you. It could have been then. Though if you've presented yourself as a threat to the Lich since or before she became a Lich, maybe it could have been at another point. Quinn, have you seen her since she cast a spell on you?
Have I seen her since? Besides on the one time we actually, like I mentioned, we have fought her before.
Yeah, we fought the Lich.
You just seen that
Well, before she became a Lich.
Yeah.
before she became a Lich.
Don't think we have.
I'll be open. I did
Don't think
beat.
so.
I don't think you lot were around. I did bump into her at least once or twice on my own. She just seemed to have found
What?
me on her own.
Fuck off.
When was this?
Fuck
A
off.
while
Go
back,
away.
I thought nothing of it. It was just idle chatter.
When?
At this point, I'm not even quite sure.
Was it before or after we,
Time traveled.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that, but yeah.
Oh, you were talking in character.
Yes.
Cool.
Was it before or after we, you know?
Hmm. I do recall one happening before, probably once after, but it's hard to say.
And after, did she recognize you?
Strangely enough, yes.
Oh, that's,
Well then.
yeah, that's really bad,
she-
actually.
Yeah. Yeah, she's the Lich. Alright. I'm gonna lean into Weirs, like, and whisper, like, should we tell this guy about time travel and stuff?
I think we might need all the help we can get, so. let's do
Okay,
that.
so Tormund.
You do realize that I can, hear better than normal, right?
I did not, no.
He just sort of smiles and says, I am one of the most powerful wizards in the world. I knew by the moment you walked in that you were not from this timeline.
What the fuck?
Wow. Yeah, damn.
Okay, so yeah, we
Did you
we
teach me how to
timed.
do that? That's really cool.
He says, well, I'm not a fool. I've seen all those green things appear. I've researched into them. Obviously, there was from another timeline.
Yeah, but we walk in and you just smell that we're from the other timeline? Are you a superhero?
Well, no, I could more just tell from your faces, the way you act.
You are really smart.
Well, I am 2,196 years old.
Whoa, how'd you pull that off?
That's
A
impressive.
lot of magic.
Well, that seems about
Well,
right.
cool.
He looks like he's like 30.
Dude has beaten time and death and just told him to fuck off.
Fantastic. Okay,
like this
so
dude.
This dude's cool.
so yes, there was a point in time which we time traveled, and we met this woman, this Valeri woman, before we time traveled. And if what Cardnox says, his name's Cardnox. If what Cardnox says is true, apparently she recognized him after we time traveled and came back.
I do not know why it didn't set me off. I guess I completely forgot about that part.
Pancakes.
Pancakes?
Pancakes.
Pancakes.
Nothing.
Okay.
So, yeah, no, I'm 100% positive she's the Lich. We don't know what she has against us, though.
Mm-hmm.
Besides stealing her of his phylacteries, besides that, not sure.
Yeah, we don't know what we did to piss her off before she became a Lich, if we
I
did.
don't know what you three did to piss her off.
I haven't seen her since.
Yeah, we
Uh,
were.
Exactly. I don't know why.
I mean, I guess technically this entire time we've been trying to how to fix all the health stuff, but she wasn't even really using that until afterwards, you know?
She was sounding of that, apparently.
Maybe she was just planning on it, so she wanted to get us out of the way early, and she, didn't.
Yeah, might have been the case. I understand the pursuit of power. It's something that everyone wants, but there's a point in time where there is maybe tearing apart an entire world or two isn't the right way about to do it.
I understood about half of those words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. If I have my mic, bring over my mic.
You're
I
fine.
understand the pursuit of power as most casters go after, like myself, but I don't think tearing apart 2 dimensions is really worth it.
Mm-mm. No. You are a crime against God.
Yes, I know. Thank you.
He
She has
says,
the biggest pupils in the world. She's staring at my headphone cable.
"Oh, that's a good kitty.
No, she's not. She's evil.
Oh, that's a good, terrible kitty."
He's such a good kitty.
She's such a good terrorist.
And Torbjorn says, "Well, look, if we have a lich, then I want to help. But,"
Be our guest.
he says, "I'm not fighting a lich.
Fair enough.
Understandable.
We can do that.
Well, we can deal with that. Dirty work.
I might have lived a long time, but I've also lived a long time by not being an idiot. And fighting a lich would make me an idiot because I might be a powerful caster, but a lich is more powerful than I."
Lucky for you, we're all idiots.
He just sort of smiles and says, "I could
I am
tell."
an idiot. Go away. Go away.
My God.
Get out. Exit.
Exit the premises.
And he says,
Monster.
"So, I could give you a sending stone. We can keep in touch if you need."
Yeah.
Well,
that'd be
that would be wonderful, actually.
We've got too many sending stones.
And I have all of them. I have a rock collection. Please.
No,
don't
me
take
and
this one.
Cardnox have one each.
Yeah. Oh,
We
true.
should start labeling these.
You
Mine are
fucking-
labeled.
He says, "Here, try the sending stone our university invented. It's called the Eye Stone. You can use all of your sending stones at once."
That Kazi physically enraged me.
The Eye Stone!
Yeah, it's got speed dial, so you just tap the stone that you want to call.
Yeah,
Aaron
let's try
Hall.
cutting that one out of existence.
I don't think I could tell Aaron to go twist Grant's nipples.
Come on, that's perfect.
No. No, that shouldn't exist.
The Eye Stone.
Specifically because it's an eye stone.
Does it come with software updates?
What's the software?
Eye Stone works a lot better than, like, I don't know, Stone Droid.
What are you doing?
Stone song.
She was
Don't
licking
song.
the fucking blind. She's gone full Nala.
Oh my God. But yeah, he gives you
Stone
he gives you an ice stone that basically binds all of your sending stones together, so you don't have to carry around like 30 pounds of sending stones.
I only have like one extra sending stone and then a pair I can give to someone.
Well, either way, you now have an ice stone.
Right.
Fuck you.
Cool.
Cool. We have the ultimate sending stone technology.
God.
Um,
I can't wait for when it breaks and they don't offer repairs.
yeah.
Get a new one.
Alright.
Ugh.
Anyway.
Ugh.
But going back to why we came here, do you think there's any way that you could, you know, maybe possibly get the scrying spell off of
Oh,
like off our
right.
friend?
Yes, right. Well, I could try. It is just normal magic. It's not lich magic, so theoretically it should be possible.
I am going to stand as far away from him and Cardnox as possible.
But
Yeah, just
it is.
definitely be careful because it kind of did electrocute our friend and evaporate some holy water.
He said it is
Yeah,
very,
some holy water.
very powerful. I am truly worried at how powerful this magic is.
Well, it's powerful enough to evaporate a river. That gives you any indication.
And he sort of like casts some spells on you, and he goes, "Well, actually, it's not that powerful at all." And he just sort of thinks for a second. He does it some more, and he goes, So the spell on you itself isn't very powerful at all.
Right.
You're just being used as a walking spell focus.
Pardon
Oh.
me.
Hmm.
He says,
Do that.
the Lich is just casting magic through you. So when you tried to dispel it, she just deflected it and blasted your friend with necrotic damage. When you sat in the river, she just cast magic to evaporate the river. And presumably, she just casts something, clairvoyance or anything like that, to see around you.
Hmm.
What the fuck?
Fucking Aaron.
Fucking Aaron.
Fucking Aaron.
Fucking Aaron.
At least he's alive. But yeah.
But yeah, so he goes-
fuck.
I didn't even know that was possible, quite honestly.
Yeah.
Well, he says, well, here's the...
Neither. I've kind of cast magic just entirely on my own before, but that didn't really go too well. So I usually just use this, and I just hold up my focus. So I didn't know you could do that
Well,
and have it not go to shit.
you, usually can't. This is something I don't understand. Which is to say, you know, very unlikely. But,
Congratulations, you made a new discovery for your university.
well, it's not necessarily something we want to study because, you know, you are the spell focus for a lich.
Yeah.
So at any time, I'm sure the lich can hear what I'm saying right now, she could just cast Disintegrate on me, and I would be dead.
Well, it helps
He
you.
says,
Nice.
so that said, and he just casts a ward on himself.
That's probably
Yeah.
a smart idea, quite honestly.
Yeah. that's really fair.
I'm going very far away. I'm just as far away as I can be in this room, and if that's not far enough, I'm going to leave this room.
Yeah, let's all just back away from the squid.
And he says, so here's what I can do. I can try to dispel it, but if I try, the lich is gonna fight back.
Well, obviously, it's tried twice, and one of our friends almost died, and the entire river ceased to exist.
What if we just had 3 people cast Dispel Magic all at once?
He says, well, sure, we could try that, but like I said, he's a spell focus, so the lich on the other side could just as easily cast a spell to hit all 3 of us at once, to interrupt our spells and to hurt us or kill us.
What's the easiest way to make a spell focus inert that you know besides obviously dispel magic?
And he says, well, anti-magic is one way.
I have some anti-magic slime.
I'm also gonna back away from Lionel.
Well,
Man,
theoretically,
One
as it
big
seems
step
like
to the
his head itself is being used as the spell focus, if you covered it in anti-magic slime, it would break the communication with the lich.
that bucket.
But I don't know how much slime you have. It can't
I
last
have
forever.
a whole bucket.
And you just carry that around with you.
You don't?
Well,
So I'm going to-
well, I specifically don't. No.
I still don't. want to
Yeah.
So I'm gonna walk over to them, place the bucket on the floor, and then step back and be like, "Carnox, just dunk your head in that."
Give me a second to remove my magic items before I try this idea.
Yeah.
You have a coat hanger anywhere?
Here, I'll take them all for
There
you.
you
I'll take them all and go into the safety corner.
go. If you stand back, if I explode, it's been nice knowing all of you. Yes.
Yeah, but also please don't explode.
No guarantees. I don't know.
Yeah,
how this
that would be
works.
disgusting to clean you up.
Yeah, let's throw us out of spell slots, I think.
No, it took us a few years to get here, didn't it?
Oh, did it?
Alright, I'm just gonna dunk my head into
Oh,
the
yeah,
slime.
you're right. Dope.
So, Cardnox, you grab the bucket, and as you grab the bucket, a red mage hand appears and bitch slaps you.
You motherfucker!
That's why I just said dunk your head in.
That's what he's doing.
Alright.
Oh,
Um,
we're gonna play this way, huh? We're gonna do this game? Hmm?
The mage hand pushes the bucket away.
You son of a bitch.
What's...
Fight with the lich.
Bring the head
Um,
back out here and see what happens.
Tormorn just sort of steps away and casts shield.
bring the hand back here. See what happens. I know you're in there. I know you can hear me.
Another mage
Yeah,
hand
back.
appears and slaps you.
You motherfucker. You're
I'm
a
gonna.
right, you're a
I'm
right
gonna-
child. You know that.
I'm gonna lean over to Weirs.
Absolute infant.
Weirs, haste me.
I'm
You want to
I'm
throw,
gonna
you want to
haste
throw
him.
hands? I will throw hands.
I
So-
don't know why, but I don't question this.
So,
Oh no.
uh,
Oh no.
so what is it? So I can move 50 feet with haste. I can double that, and then I can double that again with the dash bonus action. So 200 feet in about 6 seconds. So I'm just gonna move at whatever speed that is. Quickly grab the bucket and just splash it right, or just no. I'm just gonna like fucking dunk it on top of Cardnox's head while it's still full of the slime.
Okay.
Just quick as fuck before this lich can even react.
Okay. Yeah, so you grab the bucket, and as you run up to Cardnox, his eyes begin to glow red as if the lich is trying to cast another spell, and then you just fucking slam dunk it on his head.
and then I'm running right the fuck back in the corner, leaving the bucket on Cardnox's head.
Where the fuck did you go? Why did you go?
Card-
the fuck on my fucking head.
Oh my god, wait.
Swear to God.
So you Cardnox, you are now covered in. All hail Plankton.
No, as he's doing his waist basket.
I know.
Waist basket inspection.
Yeah, Cardnox, as you remove the bucket from your head, you are completely covered in anti-magic slime.
Wonderful. Thank you for that. You could have done it a bit gentler.
There is no longer a mage hand bullying you.
Eat shit. I think this solved the problem temporarily. Oh,
Yeah,
problem, I'm
at
hoping
least until that
permanently.
slime dries up.
Yeah. What happens to anti-magic slime dries up?
I am still staying very far.
Well,
away
it's
from Card-
slime,
I'm
so you've
currently
probably got a
staying
little
farther
while.
away from Cardinox.
So do your thing.
Tormorn says, "Oh, you probably have a while, but well,
Ew.
you know,
Yes, I know.
there's not much I can do."
So is there any way to permanently fix this problem? 'Cause I'd rather not be trying to go up on my day and get bitch slapped by someone's unseen, like some random hand.
Is there anything else happening with this? Is it just you suddenly feel powerful? Do you hear voices? Do you see
don't-
get visions? Anything like that?
Look at visions I can control. If I could control this, you think I would be complaining about it?
Fair. Well,
Although, now that you mention it, now that she probably can't hear me anymore because it's inert, she has been talking through my head.
she's been talking through your head.
I can hear her in my head and I can talk back to her.
How long has this been happening?
It just started.
Yeah. Well, that's...
And what does she say?
She
Yeah.
just wants the five actors back.
Well, fuck her.
Fucker.
Like how I'm giving those back.
He says, "Well, look, I don't really know how to break this. Like right now, obviously you're safe.
Obviously,
But
until the slime dries
You're
up.
covered in anti-magic slime, so my magic doesn't do anything either.
Of course, right. It's just anti. Yeah.
And once it dries up, well, you'll be able to be used as a spell focus again. So, well, I mean, you know, we can try to dispel it again. We can try to do other things, but I don't really want to put my safety at risk because of this, and I don't really want to die because of this.
Yeah, that's
Oh, so-
fair.
Like, we don't expect you to put your life at risk or die because of this. We were just. We wanted to know what the hell this was.
So what you're
Yeah.
saying is we have to find that snail and like milk him like a cow for the slime,
Yeah.
and just constantly just apply it like sunscreen to Cardnox.
Well, if y'all remember, you promised the snail that you'd bring him a blue mushroom red thorns, so...
Oh yeah, hey, do you have? That's the thing that like completely cures his shit, right?
Yeah.
Hey, random question: do you have a blue mushroom with red thorns?
I think it was a red mushroom with white spots, but close enough.
Yeah, oh yeah, red because of Mario mushroom. Yeah,
Yeah.
red mushroom with white spots.
It's just, oh, yeah, sure, why?
We promised it to the snail that slime came from.
Well, Yeah, sure. We've got hundreds of them in the alchemy
we
department.
have very eventful adventures.
You're very
Yeah.
eventful adventures, as you can quite tell.
Yeah, we have hundreds of them in the alchemy department. I'm sure they'll sell you one for like 1 gold.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah,
We'll
that
pick them up
sounds
before we leave.
Okay, so where was the snail?
The snail was... I think the snail was like over here. I think.
So we'd have to go back to Portsea, and we just gotta milk this fucking snail.
Was the snail over there? No. No, the snail was like right here.
It was like, what?
Wasn't
was
it?
it? No.
I don't fucking remember.
We found it on the way to the Fae Forest, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe you
Something
did.
like that.
Yeah, I
Or
know
no, or-
Yeah,
No,
That's
it was
right.
on the way out at the very
Yeah.
least, because I remember that we had that Fae teleported to us.
Yeah, so because it was somewhere along this line.
Okay.
It was somewhere around this area.
And he says, well, look, I guess the best advice I can give you is, well, keep your head in anti-magic slime. As unfortunate as that sounds. And I guess just wipe it off if you need to cast magic.
Can he not cast magic from his hands if his head is anti-magic?
I don't know.
Try casting something right now.
Well, I can try and... Do you have a... What the hell do I do? I don't want to hurt no anyone here.
Eldritch blast me, bitch.
Alright, fine. Sounds similar, fucker. I'm gonna take a free opportunity to do that, and I'll just try to catch Eldritch Blast.
Please just try to cast one. Don't fucking double dick
Oh,
me.
No, just do one. Don't worry. I'm not
You know what? I guess it would work, because if your hands are still free, then you're shooting it out of your hands, so...
A warlock has a spell focus, don't they?
Yeah,
or do they
I
not
would
need
Yeah.
one?
I have a
Then
focus.
yeah.
Oh, okay, then yeah, it
Yeah.
would only... Okay, then yeah, you would shoot
Oh,
out your
yes.
spell focus.
Alright, because I'm not
Yeah,
fundamentally
every caster
useless.
does have to have a focus, or,
Okay.
or like actually have the material components. Because all a focus does, as it goes replaces other need for any material components that aren't consumed or don't have a gold cost.
Yeah.
I just always imagine that, I just always imagine Eldritch Blast is pew!
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm not fundamentally useless.
I'm gonna ask the dude, like, on the subject of that snail, do you happen to know what sort of it was a giant snail and its slime was anti-magic? Do you happen to know of such a species of snail?
He would, Grant doesn't.
I
Fancy.
believe it's called a flail snail.
Is it?
Whatever it was very nice, and we're supposed to be nowhere near it. On principle.
Did it look like a normal snail, or did it have like a really weird...
It is a flail snail.
Fucking
Ah, I
huge.
was right.
Hey.
You are correct. I think I got it from from one of my random encounters, but yeah, you are absolutely correct.
Because I remember the shell is...
Their
like,
shell and their mucus is anti-magical.
It's
Yeah,
just. Oh wait. Can we fucking take its shell and make a helmet?
Snail
out of
helmet.
it? Snail
Make a
helmet.
fucking tinfoil
Fucking
hat.
tinfoil hat!
I doubt we get. Well, wait. Snails grow their shells back if it's broken a bit, right?
No, breaking the shell off a snail kills it.
What am I thinking of?
You're
Think
thinking
of,
of
like-
hermit crabs
yeah.
change shells.
No.
Or like a
it's not.
lizard that'll regenerate its tail and shit.
Snails, Yeah.
I mean, snails can regrow their eye stalks and shit, but they can't regrow their shell. I mean,
Oh, God.
as they grow, they add onto it to make it bigger.
Okay, yeah, that's probably what I'm thinking
You
of then.
take a snail's shell away, you leave all its organs exposed, and it pretty much just dies.
Yeah.
Damn.
So we can't really take that.
So
Alright,
I'm not
so-
killing the snail. I
Alright,
want to
yes.
find another unrelated flare snail and beat the piss out of it.
Yeah, fuck that one particular flail snail is fine, but if we find any of its brethren, fucking destroy it.
On site.
Can we ask it? Hey, can you give birth for us so we may kill your baby?
Jesus Christ.
Yup, okay, we're not doing that. This is just a fucking snail. Come on, guys.
Exactly, it's just snail.
Funny enough, there's actually a section on the flail snail wiki about how they reproduce.
How do they reproduce?
They are hermaphrodites. They reproduce by going through a complex mating ritual with other flail snails that they met casually, so they use Tinder. They exchange love darts in order to initiate the ritual, mated, and then went their separate ways. Later, they lay about a dozen eggs.
Like real snails.
So we can take one of its eggs in exchange.
Raise it
for-
up to its shell as how much has to slaughter the child without any mercy.
Yeah,
Alex,
great idea.
how long does it take?
I
how
feel
long
like
does
that'll
it
take a while.
snail? Yeah, how long
Snails
does it take?
grow fucking slow.
Fucking snails being slow. Typical snails.
To be fair, the flail snails are very, very large, so you probably would. It would probably be roughly
Okay.
helmet size, like 2 days out
Okay,
of the egg.
So, alternative idea: what if we take a helm, like we?
Actually,
have-
never mind. I am incorrect. Land snails grow incredibly fast.
Ugh.
Only live 10 years. Sea snails say fuck that and take their time.
Okay, so how
Okay.
long would it take for a snail egg to hatch and then the snail grow a shell?
Okay, good news. Snails hatch out of their eggs with a shell.
Okay, and this is
However, it takes a snail egg a month to hatch.
okay. So this,
Let's.
but I have a magic time bag.
Oh my god, you do.
Would that kill the would that accelerate the I guess it would accelerate the
Do
eggs
snail eggs
maturity.
need oxygen?
Yes, snails need oxygen, you moron. You also have to keep the eggs moist or else they dry out and desiccate.
The bag of Olding doesn't take oxygen into account.
So yes, you could kill a snail by putting it in the bag of Olding because it needs oxygen and constant moisture.
Constant moisture, I mean, yeah, but
Right, so
oxygen. The bag of Olding has a supply of oxygen.
So, since fucking when?
If you put somebody in the bag of Olding and it didn't have a supply of oxygen, they would die in like 3 seconds.
Yes.
Every time you put somebody's head in there, you put people in for a minute before.
Yeah, Gar, who doesn't need to breathe.
You put other people in for more. As fast as time accelerates, you die in like 3 or 4 minutes without air. That would be like 3 or 4 seconds in the bag of Olding. You would put people in for far longer than that.
Who have we put in the bag of holding?
A lot of people.
No. Who have we
Who's
put
that
in the
one
bag
guy
of
we were
holding?
torturing that wasn't the goblin we threw the bag of scolding at?
What?
There was one dude you tortured by sticking his head in the bag of Olding for like a minute.
Wasn't it like Ulisk or something?
Maybe. I think it was Ulisk.
No, it
Or
was,
somebody related to Ulisk.
It was the dude who like couldn't feel fucking pain or something. He was part of like the drug when we were trying to
Oh,
find
Brugo?
the Aegis. Maybe?
I think it was Brugo, yeah.
Either way, the bag of Olding does not
But no,
suffocate
we put his
you.
shit. We put his shit in there for a few. Okay.
I think the way we ruled it is it has enough air for the same as a normal bag of holding, which is 10 real life minutes.
Okay, yeah. So 10 real life minutes. So that would be a long fucking time.
Yeah.
So we could absolutely hatch a snail egg in the bag of Olding if we like really micromanage it. And then once that snail hatches, it dies so that Cardanox may live.
Right. Anyway.
No, this is a real plan.
Anyway, now that we figured all that out,
This is a real plan.
We have a plan.
think I'll let you go.
We just gotta raise a snail like our own child and brutally murder it once it wears its
We,
tail.
we are literally charging this snail its firstborn child in exchange for curing its disease.
no, it
Oh
was
my God.
perfectly nice.
It was a very nice snail.
It's a
Yeah.
snail. He
It's
lays
a
a dozen
nice
eggs.
Well, it's a nice. It's obviously able to
It's
communicate.
sapient.
He won't. We'll ask. We'll be fucked up and we'll ask. But as a backup plan, we could like have a custom-made helmet for Cardanox that's like kind of like it's got some empty space like inside of it that we can fill with the anti-magic slime if that would work.
Probably as long as
Or
they
would it have
contacted
to-
me.
Make it like a fucking soda drink hat, but with anti-magic slime.
Just slowly drips down anti-magic slime over my head over a course of a few weeks.
My fucking god. So yeah, hopefully the firstborn child thing works out then.
I don't know where you find. Okay, if it's like a normal snail. If it works like a normal snail, they lay their eggs in like damp, dark, and moist area, so you're just gonna have to dig around and fucking like leaf litter and shit.
Does it come out with a shell on?
Yes, baby snails hatch with a shell, and as they grow, the shell grows.
Okay, and it's a big fucking snail
They're
already.
big
So
snails, yes.
Yeah, so the baby would the shells for the baby would probably already be large enough to make a helmet out of.
yeah, so we'd have to kill the baby.
You just
to
gotta
make
wait
a
for the egg to hatch, and then like brutally murder this poor infant.
Hang on, adding to to-do list.
Murder
Can you
snail.
salt the anti-magic? Can you salt the flail snail? Would that
Kill
just fucking kill it?
I don't
Kill
know.
baby for anti-magic helmet.
Well, anyway.
Don't we have a plan? It's not a good plan, but it's a plan.
Mother has told me she's making pork chops for dinner, but she can't make pork chops to save her fucking life, so that's good.
Cool. Have fun.
They're the driest fucking things on the planet Earth.
Ugh.
Why can people not cook pork chops right? Like,
I don't know.
Tell me about it.
She thinks it's perfectly fine.
People cook them like
It's like-
chicken when they should be cooked like steak.
I saw the most cursed video ever one day, and I really hope it was a joke video because I really do. Someone made a chicken tartare.
Oh no.
Hmm.
I really hope it was a joke.
A tartare is very,
It's a
very
small.
finely minced raw meat that is uncooked, mixed with an egg yolk.
It's
Uh,
mostly-
With-
it-
Typically,
it's
it's.
beef or fish.
Oh yeah, okay. Typically, it's made with like the finest sourced beef or fish, where it's like you can eat it raw, no problem.
Yeah, it's the most common are beef tartare and tuna tartare.
You know, actually, in Japan, where they have significantly higher standards on poultry, you can actually eat the chicken raw because there is a near zero chance of salmonella.
Yeah, because they probably take better overall care of their animals.
Yeah, you can actually eat raw eggs there too, just all you want. They actually a delicacy there is just
As
a
long as you get, like,
cracked
farm
egg yolk on rice.
Yeah, as long as you get like a really fresh egg, you do it here too. But you gotta find an actual farm for that.
Yeah, for real. All right, well it's 4:18 and I'm tired, so we can call it here, and you guys can plan your snail
going
murder
to
next
go-
time.
Real quick, I'm gonna go buy the mushrooms from the alchemy
Okay,
department.
yeah, it's 1 gold. It's a fairly common mushroom, just on the opposite side of the world.
I'll buy 5. Fuck it.
All right.
Five
one
more.
can stop me.
God, it is amazing how much you miss if you miss one D&D session.
Yeah.
We left off and Sydney was like, all right, yeah, y'all are creating democracy, and now we're killing a snail for an anti-magic helmet because Cardinox is being used as a living spell focus.
Yeah, a lot has happened.
And you also learned who the Lich is. I'm proud of you.
Yay!
Yay!
Yay, time to kill my girlfriend.
Kill.
Cardnox
Kill.
now has 2 X's.
Cardinox. Cardinox kills his ex again.
What was her name again? Like
Helen?
no, the other one.
The
The
other
Valeri.
Valeri, yeah,
Both
Valeri.
Valeri and Hell in the fist fight.
I think Valeri might win because she cannot
We don't
die.
know. We haven't met Helen yet, so we don't know.
Well, Valeri cannot die.
Mhm.
You think Helen can die, you coward?
Okay.
Helen will live on in our
Helen's
hearts.
immortal.
Okay, so,
Happy 420.
hell yeah. So obviously, we're finishing up the, like all the Lich bullshit, like to end the campaign. So basically,
But kill a dragon, have to kill a sea serpent, find this last fucking gem and kill whatever's guarding it, and then kill
Yeah.
right,
Cardnox's
Right.
second X.
Or I could just I
right,
have a
but
witch
what I'm
spell.
saying is, that if we do another one of those stupid ass, like level 20 epilogue one shots, I think Helen legally has to be the BB.
Oh, obviously.
I need.
my-
I was already planning on
I'm
that.
still waiting for more.
And-
I'm
Hi.
still waiting for more elephant stuff to show up because I want Helen.
Cardinox, pay your child
God.
support.
Oh, you drugged him? Thank
Never
you.
touch me alive.
Bitch, that ain't my baby.
Yeah, my only regret
What'd you say?
for a level 21 shot is that it's a couple
Alright.
years later, so we're just less stupid.
Of course. Alright, y'all, well, I'm gonna bounce
That would be fun.
Cats.
because I am tired and have a mongo headache.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cock.
Do you still want to like pirate later? Or no?
Yeah, sure. Give me like an hour to chill.
Okie dokie.
And then whoever wants to play. Hey, Aaron, you want to play pirate in like an hour? You want to play Sea of Thieves in like an hour? All right. Well, that's 5, so we might do 2 ships, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, well, see you nerds.
Michael, were you in? I know you were maybe.